Okay, sir.
Sir, I have a doubt from grade assignment week 4.
Which question?
Sir, question number 7.
Yeah. So question number 5 and question number 7, there is some ambiguity. Will you marks to everyone in that question? In
Okay.
question number 5, there is indentation error. In question number 7, even though the final answer is correct, but that I should be initialized to 0. That will be more appropriate. So that's why we have given marks to everyone. So
Okay,
your marks will get updated maybe by Monday. Okay. So don't
Okay.
worry about that. Yeah.
Sir, I also have a doubt.
Any question? Grade assignment question?
Sir, from mock.
Yeah. So today we are going to discuss mock test only.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. You can ask then when we discuss the mock test. Okay. So first we'll
Okay,
discuss
sir.
the mock test, all the question, and then whatever the doubt you have from any week you can ask.
Okay, sir.
No, this mock is just for practice purpose. It will not affect your grades. Okay.
Sir, the main exam will be similar like the mock.
Yeah. So in mock test we have 14 questions, right? So in main exam you can expect around 12 to 14, 12, 13, 14 question. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And question will be similar to mock test only. Mock test and grade assignment question.
Hello.
Okay, sir.
Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Good evening, sir.
Yes. Good evening.
सर आज कौन
You
सा
have any
क्या
doubt?
क्लास है सर क्या क्लास है आज मतलब सिटी में क्या चीज है आज
Sorry. Can you repeat?
सर आज क्लास क्या चीज का है मतलब सिटी में क्या
अच्छा
चीज पढ़ा
आज
रहे थे
नहीं, आज
या
अपन पहले मॉक टेस्ट डिस्कस करेंगे पूरा ऑल 14 क्वेश्चन। उसके बाद कुछ डाउट है तुम पूछ सकते हो।
सर मॉक टेस्ट कब था? मतलब सच बता रहा हूँ तो पता ही नहीं चला कि मॉक टेस्ट हुआ और फिर खत्म भी हो गया लिटरली बस कोई नोटिफिकेशन ही नहीं
नो नो,
आया
अनाउंसमेंट सेंड किया गया था कि मॉक टेस्ट रिलीज किया गया है।
सर सच में नहीं आया मेरे पास लिटरली मैं परेशान हो गया छूट गया था मॉक टेस्ट
ओके, कोई बात नहीं, तुम अभी अटेम्प्ट कर सकते हो। इट इज नॉट ग्रेडेड और एनीथिंग, तुम ट्राई कर सकते हो।
थैंक यू सर बट लगा रहे थे ऐसे कोई आंसर छुपा लिए थे और खुद से लगा रहे थे 4-5 दिन सही हो रहा था अभी लगा ही रहे थे
हाँ ओके, कोई बात नहीं,
Sir,
फिर
but
कॉल कर सकते हो।
Excuse me, sir.
सॉरी सर
हेलो।
Sir, will the graded assignment be also discussed in the class, sir?
Yeah, if you have any doubt from any question of grade assignment, you can ask after the mock test
Yes,
discussion.
sir,
Okay.
even I am also having doubt in graded assignment week.
Yeah. Okay.
sir, you told
Okay.
sir, you told the mock test will not be considered for grading, but वहाँ पे लिखा है.
अच्छा। नहीं
Yes, sir.
नहीं, वो कंसिडर नहीं
But
होगा,
marks
डोंट
would
वरी।
not be
Alignment
evaluated in that.
हमारे सर பண்ணிருக்காங்க.
वो ग्रेडिंग और प्रैक्टिस मोड में ऐसा होता है। ग्रेडिंग मोड में आफ्टर डेडलाइन यू
All
विल।
participants என்ன
हेलो।
Yes, sir.
सर वो तो रहता ही है ना कि मेरे अपने सब एग्जाम दिया कभी माँ ने छोड़ दिया चीज
सो डोंट वरी, दिस इज नॉट अ ग्रेडिंग थिंग। ओके।
ओके सर थैंक यू सर
Sir, sir, I
Okay.
did not receive my hall ticket, sir.
Now go to dashboard. On the left hand side you can see hall tickets section, so you can just click there. Okay.
No, sir, it is not there, sir. I saw it.
So, or you can
Sir, I
mail
also
to
emailed
support
them,
team.
sir. Sir, yeah, I
Okay.
emailed them, sir.
Yeah, then I cannot do anything. You have to contact support team only.
Okay. Sir, I contacted them, sir.
Okay. Yeah, they will respond. Yeah, don't worry.
सर आई
Okay,
ओनली
sir.
वन
Okay.
डाउट सर आई ओनली वन डाउट सर ओनली वन डाउट
Hmm.
सर मैं जेई कैटेगरी से हूँ तो क्या मतलब मेरे को भी वापस क्वालिफाई मतलब मेरे लिए क्वालिफायर है क्विज है क्योंकि मेरा तो पहले ही एडमिशन करा चुका है
Qualifier exam, Quiz1 exam, both are same only. So you need to
अच्छा
give the same paper, but only thing is that those who are applying to qualifier round, their score will be considered for qualifier round. And those are going for foundation level, it will be considered for graded thing. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Paper
sir.
same ही है.
Will
Everything
we
is
talk
same.
about the qualifier exam in this session?
Sorry.
We'll discuss the qualifier exam in this session.
No, mock test. We have released the mock test on Monday, so we discuss all the question of mock test.
Sir, I have a doubt in the grid assignment question number 1.
Yeah. So first I will discuss the mock test and then we'll discuss the grade
Sir,
assignment or any doubt you
Yes,
have.
sir.
Okay,
Let's
sir.
start, sir.
Yes, sir.
excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, the data sets will be provided in the exam, like in the question, or is it something we'll have
Data
to?
set template will be there in
Okay,
the
sir.
paper. Yeah.
Sir,
So all
Sir,
the
I
questions
with
we have
the
framed in such a way,
IQ.
only data set template is required, not the actual data. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
sir, the number of question will be the same as in mock test, right?
Mock test we have 14 questions. So yeah, at max 14 questions. It can be 12 also. It can be 13 also.
In the quiz, okay? Okay, in the
Yeah.
quiz one.
In the
Okay.
quiz, yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir, PIQ.
Yes. Tell me.
Sir, where can I
Sir,
get the
for
PIQs from?
PYQ, you can check previous term student, right? We cannot provide, but they may have the previous question.
so in each subject, how much percentage we have to get in order to go to foundation level
More than 40%.
for each subject? That means
Yes.
for 50 marks, the question paper was there. How much we have to get?
I think
About 20.
17, about 17 or 20.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So, in that
Start,
they
sir.
have mentioned that 70 percentage if we get, we can go for 4 courses in the foundation level, they said.
Yes, but minimum thing is you should get a 40% to clear the qualifier exam.
If we do 2 courses in the foundation also, we can apply for the diploma, right?
No, you have to clear all the courses of the
4
foundation.
courses
Then only.
in foundation level. After that only we can go.
Yeah.
Sir, in the month
Okay.
of August, there is another exam right now, sir, who do not qualify this.
Guys,
Yes, those who are
can you
not able to qualify
guys, can you
this
please
exam.
look into your orientation video that will
Yeah.
help you out?
Hello,
Because
sir.
unnecessary wasting your time here will not happen.
Yeah, so I will suggest you to watch the grading document and the orientation video on the portal. It will clear your doubt. Okay, so this thing you can watch there. Okay.
So
So-
what is the agenda of today's session?
So we discuss the mock test first, and then you have any doubt you can ask. Okay. So I will be sharing my screen now. We can start the
Hello, sir.
session now. Yes.
Hello. Can you tell the factor of reductions formula, sir?
Factor of reduction.
The formula.
This is CT course, right? In
At
CT
the
we don't have.
website, the week 5 and week 6 content is already released. Okay.
Yeah. So week 5, week
Then-
6 is for not for a Quiz1 qualifier. Okay.
Then
Only week 1 to 4.
after the qualifier exam, we will need to cover that.
Yes, if you
Or
want to
not.
continue to the quiz course, you can attempt week 5, week 6, continue the course. Okay.
Sir, Okay, are there sir. similar
questions in qualifier as in mock test?
maintenance reporting la ma'am
Sir, could we discuss all of
Please mute,
these
please
general
mute.
doubts
Screen
after the
alla.
class?
Yes.
Can you start the
Sir, you
class?
can start the class. Sir, you can start.
Sir,
Start the class.
Let me mute.
Can you mute all everybody?
all the
please?
students.
Sir, can
Sir, you
Okay.
mute all the students.
Yeah. So today we'll discuss mock test first, and then you can have any doubt. You can ask any doubt regarding the grade assignment, practice assignment. Okay. So let me share my screen. Okay. I hope this is clear. This is visible, right? Okay. Great. Yeah. So the first thing is that the first question. Let me reduce this size. Yeah. The following pseudocode is executed using the scores data set. So in the qualifier or Quiz1 exam, you will get a data set template, not the actual data. Okay. So you need to refer to those template, and based on that, you need to solve the question. Okay. So solve the question as set in such a way that actual data is not required for the exam. Okay. Yeah, and if you have any doubt in while discussion, please raise your hand. I will unmute you one by one. You can ask your doubt. Okay. So the following pseudo code executed using the scores data set. What will A represent at the end of execution? So here variable A is initialized to 0. We have a while loop here. While table 1 has more rows, read the first row X in table 1. Now, in the if condition, what we have, X dot gender equal to M and X dot city town equal to Chennai. Now, what this equal to symbol means? Here we are checking whether this particular variable, whatever the value which is stored in this variable, is equal to Chennai or not. So here we are checking the variable or any condition, or we can say any attribute name. Okay. When I say only one equal to sign, it means this is assigning the operator. Okay, assign operator is there. So we are assigning one particular value. For example, A equals to 0. So we have assigned the value 0 to A. Okay. So this is assignment operator and this is just simply a checking operator. So we are checking whether this is equals to this or not. Okay. Okay. Now what we are doing, gender equals to M. Okay. And city town equals to Chennai. If both the conditions are true, because this is an AND clause is there. For AND, both the conditions must be true. If both the conditions are true, then only we are going to execute this particular line of code. Whatever there is, the code is inside this particular if block, that we are going to execute if this particular condition. First iteration, the value of A is 0. So value of A will be 0 plus mathematics marks. Then we go for a next iteration here, right? So in this way, what we are doing here, yes, anyone can tell me what we are doing here? We can unmute and tell me. What is the value of A at the end of
We are
execution?
trying to calculate the sum of mathematics
A
sum of maths
represent
marks
number
of
of
all
male
boys
students who are
in
from
Chennai.
Chennai.
Okay,
Sir,
great.
option A.
Yeah. So if you observe, both the conditions are true. So gender equals to M, that is basically a males, and city town equals to Chennai. So we can say A will represent the sum of marks of student from Chennai. This is not will be true because we are only talking for male student, right? So option A is not true. What about option number B? Sum of mathematics marks of male student from Chennai. Yes, this particular option is correct. Okay. Sum of mathematics marks, no. Marks of male student not from Chennai, no. This is also not correct. Only option B is correct here. Okay. Yes, Shri Vidya, any doubt? Aryan, any
Sir,
doubt?
could you just tell what is a not equal to symbol?
Not equal to symbol. Okay. So this is equals to and this is not equals to. Okay. Exclamatory mark equals to. Also, sometimes
This is
we will.
what I had in my mock paper, sir.
Yeah. Both are not equals to. Okay.
Which one, sir?
This first one exclamatory
comparison.
equal to, and second one is greater than less than symbol together.
Okay.
So both are not equal to sign.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Ayush. Swastik.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
By yes, sir. Hello,
Yes,
sir.
sir. So actually, the dataset you are showing us the question, but the question we have in our mock test is different. Here, the city town is not equal to Chennai, but in your case, it's showing that the city town is equal to Chennai.
So you have a different question?
Yes, sir. In my mock test, it's there x dot city town is not equal to Chennai.
Okay, so let me check. Is the same for everyone? Yes, Divya, is the same for everyone? Minus sign is, sorry, not equal to sign is there. Okay, yeah, if it is not equals to, it means which will be the correct option? Yeah, so for, I think for qualifier exam, it is not equals to sign. Okay, yeah. So in that case, option sum of mathematics marks of male student not from Chennai, right? So in that case, option D will be correct, right? Yes, Swastik.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Yeah. Now, this is about the first question. What if I just simply change the question? What will happen now? Let me write it here. Okay, any doubt in this particular question? How we got A, the A represent, right? Because simply if this condition is true, it means that only we are going to execute this particular thing when this condition is true. So gender equals to mem, city town equals to Chennai. If it is equals to symbol, then it is equals to Chennai. If this exclamatory tag is there, it means not equals to. Okay. Now, suppose instead of this particular condition, what I am saying, I am writing this condition here as it is. For example, if first thing is that x dot gender equals to m. Okay. I have opened the if block here. Inside the if block, I am writing another if thing. If x dot city town equals to Chennai. Okay. And then I am saying a equals to a plus x dot mathematics. So I'm closing if block here and I'm closing if this particular block here. Now, is this both the code will give me the same output? Yes, anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
So,
Also,
why no?
Yes, sir.
Because it has to be male. Only then.
Yeah.
No,
So
no, but
first
we
we
are
will
checking that
check.
it is male. Sir,
Sir,
yes.
it
Yeah.
will be
First
same.
we will
Answer
check
is
gender
yes.
equals to male or not. If this is true, then only we are going to enter this if block, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, first condition we have checked gender equals to male, and then we are checking x dot city town equals to Chennai or not. If both conditions are true, then only we are going to add the value of
So,
mathematics
sir,
marks.
if
That is
any of the
A.
condition does not
And
satisfy,
condition,
then
no, sir,
the answer
and
will be false.
Sir,
Answer will not be false. Answer will be different. For example,
Okay.
gender is not equals to m, then we are not going for this if block, right? If gender equals to m, but city is not equals to Chennai, then we'll not do anything. We'll execute this if block, right? If block. So
Sir?
that's the case.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
sir, but there is an
Yes.
and condition. No, if gender is equals to m and x city town is equals to Chennai, so both the conditions are same. No, and we'll take both the conditions if m is there and Chennai is there. Same goes
Yeah.
with the other one too. No.
Yeah, both are same thing. Both will be same thing. So here first we are checking this and then this. So both conditions must be true. Then only we are going to add the value of mathematics marks in A, right?
Sir, the
so
result,
here
result is same. No, the
result
value
is
of
same. Yeah, but this is for this particular code. Now what I am saying, suppose
सर
हाँ
सर मैं सर ये ट्रू है जो ये दोनों है दोनों को दोनों सर एक ही एग्जीक्यूट करेगा आई गिव द एग्जांपल
yes, for this example both will do the same output. Okay,
yes sir.
now what I am saying, so here before the if block, let me erase this thing. I have two variables b equals to 0 and c equals to 0, and I am adding here b equals to 0, or suppose b equals to 0 here. Okay, and inside this c equals to 0. So this will be like this. So this is c equals to 0, and then I am sorry, c equals to c plus 1 and b equals to b plus 1. Okay, I am closing if block here, and that's it, right? So what I have done here, I have two variables, b equals to 0 and c equals to 0, and then this particular c equals to c plus 1 is inside this particular inner if block, and b equals to b plus 1 is outside this if block, right? Now tell me what c and what b will represent.
Sir, if both the if are true,
number of
C
male
will represent the number of students.
Number of
students.
No, first tell me what b will represent.
Sir,
B represent
Number of female students.
number of males.
Number of male students.
Number of male students simply. Okay,
Number of
because
male
this
students.
b is outside. Yes. No.
Not
B will
from Chennai.
represent only
Represent
with number of male students.
Sir, only number of students. Male.
Yeah. Yes. So what B will represent? B will represent number of male students.
Male
Okay,
students.
because this B is outside this particular if block, right? If this condition is true, then only we are going to see whether this is true. If this is not true, then we go for this particular
Next
line
one.
of code. So here B equals to B plus 1. So we are checking, we are incrementing B only when the first condition is true, that is gender equals to M. So here it will store number of male students simply. Now tell me what about C?
Number of students from Chennai.
Number of students from Chennai, that's it.
Number of
Male
male students
students.
number of male
Students
students
from Chennai.
Chennai.
Number of male students from Chennai, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So just think about this. Whenever if we add some modification, slightly modify this code, what will happen to this particular code? So you have to think in that way. Okay. If I add
So
C
A and
here,
C will be same, sir.
no, A is, we are just summing up the mathematics marks. It is X dot mathematics, right?
Okay, sir.
So A will represent sum of mathematics marks of students from Chennai, like male students from Chennai.
Male students
Will you please
mathematics
repeat,
marks from Chennai.
sir? They
So
are
yeah,
all 17.
And B will represent.
yeah. Now what B will represent? B will simply represent number of male students from Chennai, and C will represent number of students from Chennai, but number of male students from Chennai. Okay. So I hope this thing is clear to everyone. Okay. Yes. So yeah, I think this is clear. Now we'll move to our next code, next question now. Okay, second question. So match the following expression with the column 1 with appropriate values in column 2. So here A is the first one. So let us check 2 equals to 2 or 2 less than, sorry, 2 greater than 3. Now tell me what is the output of this one? Which one?
False.
Invalid expression.
Invalid expression.
So true. So
True. Invalid expression. Okay. I tell you. So see here what we are saying, 2 equals to 2 or condition is there, and then we have 2 greater than 3, but this thing is false, right? 2 is not greater than 3, so this is false. So this is giving me Boolean output because this is comparison operator. Comparison. And 2 equal to 2 is not a comparison operator. Equal to sign is not comparison operator. Double equal to sign is comparison operator. Okay. This is comparison operator, not equals to. I already discussed in the previous question, right? This is basically assignment operator. So assigning the value to, right? Assignment. So I have the output of this particular condition false, but this is invalid expression, right? So I don't have any output, Boolean output here. So or clause will not give me anything. That's why it is the invalid expression. So A will give me the invalid expression, okay? Because this is assignment operator and this is comparison operator, equals to. This is greater than symbol, right? So only comparison operator will give me the Boolean output, either true or either false, right? But this will not give me anything. This is simply, we're assigning the 2 to 2. Doesn't make any sense. This is the invalid expression, okay? Any doubts in this way, in this particular this one? A1? Why?
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Now what about B?
Sir, false.
False.
You can't understand question one, sir, and you
False,
can't
sir.
unmute me.
False.
Okay.
False.
Sir,
Hello, sir.
Huh?
Sir,
Tell
I
me.
can't understand question and one, and you can't unmute me, so I can't ask you about that.
No. Question 1.
Yes, sir. Question one.
No. You have any doubt in question 1?
Yes, sir.
What is your doubt?
What is B represent and how we know that, sir?
Okay. See, B is outside this particular if block, right? So first if block is this one. If gender x dot gender equals to male, then we are writing inside this if block if city equals to Chennai, and then inside this if block we are writing A equals to A plus mathematics and C equals to C plus 1. Okay. And here I have closed this particular inner if loop, inner if block. And outside that I have written B equals to B plus 1. Now your doubt is regarding the B, right? So when x dot gender equals to male, then only we are going to enter this particular block, right? But here, suppose city is not equals to Chennai. If city is equals to Chennai, what will happen? This will get executed. But suppose this condition is not true, this is false. Then also we are going for B block. Okay, B equals to b plus 1. Even if this particular condition is true, still we are going to increment the value of b. So anyway, we are going to increment the value of b when this particular condition is true.
Sir,
So
sir,
simply it is.
please you clear. Sir, please clear this all. I don't understand. Please clear this all, and then.
Okay. Okay, so see what we have done here. We have first if block, if x dot gender equals to m, then I have the inside this particular if block, what I have written one more if block, right? So if x dot city equals to Chennai, right? Again, I have written this particular thing inside the if block and I have closed the if statement here like this. So this particular thing, a equals to a plus x dot mathematics, this thing, and here c equals to c plus 1. So this thing is inside this particular if block, and b equals to b plus 1 is outside this particular if block. Okay, this one, outside this one. So basically what b will increment, so when this b will increment when this particular condition is true. If this is true, irrespective of this particular condition, whether true or false, anyway b is going to increment, right? It means that we are simply counting number of male students. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is clear. Now what about, okay, I think A is clear to everyone. B, C, 2 equals to 2. Now I just discussed equal to means comparison operator, right? So this is true. So 2 is equals to 2. So this is true. What happened? I'm audible, right?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes,
I'm
sir. You
audible?
are audible. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Audible.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay, thank you.
Audible,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Audible.
Started recording. Sir, you started recording.
I don't know how. Okay. Okay, so in the case of B, what will happen? 2 equals to 2. So this is true now because we are checking whether 2 is equals to 2 now or 2 or not, right? So this comparison operator, so this is true. And thing is that, and 2 is greater than 3. No, this is not true. This is basically a false, right? So 2 is not greater than 3. So true and false will give me the false, right? So correct match the pair of this particular thing will be 3, right? Because this is true and this is false. So true and false is false. In the case of AND operator, if any one condition is false, it means entire condition is false, right? In the case of OR operator, if any condition is true, it means all entire condition is true, right? So this is regarding AND and OR operator. Now what about this one? C, 2 equal to 3. Same as the first one, right? 2 equal to 2, 2 equal to 3. So invalid expression again. What about this one? D1, 2 plus inside the quotation, right? So what this inside the quotation mean? Yes. Yes, Vishwajit, Pooja. Yes. What this inside quotation means? 2 plus 2 quotation.
String operator.
Yes.
So
Sir,
it's string
invalid
operator. It's string
Yeah.
operator.
Not string operator, it is string value, right? So 2 is integer data type. When I put this 2 inside the quotation, that will become a string, okay? But I cannot add this integer and string. I can only add the two things having the same data type, right? So
Yes,
this
sir.
are having a different data type. So this is basically invalid expression again, okay? Now what about this? 2 is greater
Sir,
than or equals
excuse
to
me,
2?
sir.
Yes.
So sorry to interrupt, sir. I have a doubt in the first option. So there
Okay.
you told us 2 equal to 2 or 2 greater than 3 is invalid expression.
Hmm.
Sir, in OR operator, we can, if anyone is true, then the thing becomes true, right? Then 2 equal to 2 is correct, I guess.
No, see, 2 equals to 2 is there. This is assignment operator, assigning, right? So this will not give me any output. This is not a Boolean thing. It is not a comparison operator. In the case of or 2 greater than 3, this is false, right? But this will not give me any Boolean output. So I cannot find the any final output. I will not get anything out of this because it is invalid expression. Or is false and this is not a comparison operator. This B is correct one. 2 equal to 2, right? Because this is invalid thing. I cannot compare anything, right? That's why.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now, what about this E? 2 greater than or equals to 2? Is this true? Yes, this is true, right? 2 is equals to 2. So this is basically this one. Okay. Okay. Any doubt? Anyone? Suresh, Adasha, Divya, Prakash, any doubt?
Sir, in the D part,
Yes.
sir, where it's written 2 plus string operator 2, wouldn't it give you 22?
No. That is invalid operator. Okay. So 2 is the integer data type, and this, if I put a quotient, that is a string data type, right?
So we
It
cannot
will not
add
give.
two different data types, right?
No, no.
Okay,
If
sir.
that, if this is thing is there, both are in the quotation, both are string, then you can say it is 22. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. But both are different data types, so that's why we cannot add or we can concatenate or merge, right? So this was not
Same doubt, sir. So thank you,
yeah,
sir.
invalid expression. Okay. Okay, I hope this thing is clear to everyone because we
Right.
require this thing while checking the condition. Okay, either true or false. Okay, now let's go for a question number 3. I have provided the solution of this particular mock test also. You can go through this particular PDF also after the session. Okay, I will upload this. Now question number 3. Okay. Yeah. So here the following pseudocode is executed using the library data set, right? English. First, read the question carefully. Okay. Maximum number of pages of a book which is written in language other than English language, right? Now, what we have to find out here, number of pages of a book written other than English language. So we have a one variable a equals to 0. Okay. While loop is there, table 1 has more rows. Read the first row X in table 1 and then we need to fill the code. So in your qualifier exam or quiz, what you can expect, there will be 3 types of question. First, either you need to fill the code. So first, this type of question you can expect. So one statement will be given to you. You need to fill the code based on your requirement, right? So read the question carefully. The second type, you need to find out what this A will do, what this N will do, right? In the previous question, we have seen what A will represent, what D will represent, what count will represent, right? So that type of question you can expect. And the third type is basically error one. Find out the error inside the code. So entire code will be given to you. We have this type of question in the mock test also. I will discuss that also. But so mostly these 3 types of question will be there in the gate in the exam of qualifier, right? Okay. Now let's see the option now. What about option number A, B, C? Tell me which one is correct here from option A, B, C. Yes, Satvik, Kemraj, Ayush, Vishwatej, Aditya.
My first question is we are not unable to unmute when we are doubt. When we have doubt.
No, I am just you raise your hand, I will unmute you.
No, sir. When we have doubt, we can't unmute. You are asking to doubt, asking for doubt, but we can't unmute that time. This time, that time.
Okay, okay. Tell me what will the correct option here?
Sir, 1 minute. My screen is off.
Sir, option B.
Sir, option B.
Option B. Okay. So how we can solve this type of question? First, we need to understand the question, what we need to find out. Maximum number of pages which is written in language other than English. Other than English means language must not be equals to English, right? So if I see first option, language is equals to English. So this is not true, right? And pages greater than A. So here we have 2 things to note. First, language other than English. It means that can I write like this? S dot language should not be equals to English, right? So this condition must be there in my code, this particular thing. right? Because of based on this particular condition. Now, what about this one? Maximum number of pages. How I can find out maximum number of pages? So x dot pages
X dot pages is greater than
Greater than A.
greater than or less than a
greater than
greater than
greater than
Greater than
If
A.
greater than A, then substitute X.
yes. Okay.
The
So
minimum
it
value,
means
then we use less than A.
yeah. So it means that if I need to find out maximum number of pages
Sir,
of book which is
hello.
written other than English, it means that both the condition must be true, right? This thing and this thing. So if I go by option, I can directly eliminate option A and option D because language is not equals to English, right? So option A and option D I can directly eliminate. What about option B and C?
सर it says वहां पे सर लिखा हुआ कि x dot pages जो है वो
Less
उससे
than
कम
A
है,
is not.
दिखा रहा है कि a से ज्यादा है,
In C
बट ये असल
less
में सर लिखा
than
हुआ ऊपर
and
में
B
कि x dot
greater
pages
than.
ज्यादा है.
Okay. So here in x dot language not equals to English. So this is true. This is okay. But we want maximum number of pages, right? So this will particular condition will give me maximum number of pages. And we are going to store that pages inside the A. Again, in the next iteration, we are going to compare it. Okay. So this condition will give me maximum number of pages. So option B is correct here, right?
Excuse
Now,
me, sir.
Sir,
yes sir
sir, I have only
yes.
one doubt.
Sir,
I have
Yes.
only one
what
doubt.
result the assignment operator gives?
Assignment operator, no, it will not give any result. Assignment is simply assigning the value. A equals to 2 means the value of A is 2. When I say A equals to 2, it means that I am checking whether the value of A is 2 or not, right? So this will give me either true or false, but this will not give me anything, okay? Right?
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, clear.
Okay, so suppose if I slightly
No,
change the
sure.
question, instead of first let me comment, instead of maximum, if I ask for minimum number of pages, then which option will be correct?
C.
C option. C option. And we have
In
to
that case,
initialize A to maximum value.
yes,
Initialize
yes,
A to the maximum
we
value.
need to
Initialize
initialize
A to maximum value rather than 0.
maximum, say 1000, okay, provided that the pages like book don't have more than 1000 pages.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, actually, I'm having doubt in second question. Can you please show that?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Okay, first let
Sir, I
me
have a doubt.
okay, first
Sir, I have a doubt.
any doubt in this question number 3?
Sir, I have only one doubt.
Okay,
Sir,
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me,
the
sir.
first I will take question number 3. Okay, any doubt in question number
Sir,
3?
yes, sir.
Yes, tell me.
sir,
Sir,
actually, the question you are giving the library data set, I have similar question in the library data set. So can you please explain that question? I can show you my screen by starting the video.
No,
Can you
first
just
let me
explain that?
first let me discuss mock question, then I will discuss your doubt. Okay.
Sir,
It is a mock. It is of mock question only. It is of that
Sir, please,
data only.
first you complete your questions which you are
Yeah.
having, then you can have
Then you
the
can ask.
yes.
I
That will
have
be
a
better.
doubt.
sir,
Yes, tell me.
sir, what is the difference between equal to and double equal to? मतलब बहुत दिक्कत होती है इसमें.
Equal to is
So-
for assigning, double equal to is for checking.
Double equal to equality.
Comparison.
Comparison, equality.
Double equal to is
See, equals to sign means I am assigning the value. Okay. When I say A equals to 2, it means then the value of A is 2, right? And when I say A equals to 2, it means I am checking whether the value of A is 2 or not, right? So this is assignment operator, this is comparison operator equal to okay. Okay. Great. I hope this thing is clear. Any doubt in question number 3?
No, sir.
Okay,
No, sir.
great.
No doubt.
No, sir.
A equals to 1000 when it is minimum, na?
Yeah. So when I ask for minimum number of pages, so we need to change this A equals to 1000 because we are comparing this thing with x dot pages, right? And the correct option will be option number C in that case. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
I have a doubt in this question.
Yes. Okay. In this question.
Yes, sir. That
Okay.
we can write in other way, just like we did in the second question. One if statement and then another if statement.
Yeah, we can do like that also. If x dot language is not equals to English. Let me erase this part. So instead of this code, if I give you like this also, two if statement, if x dot language not equals to English, then inside this if block we have one more if x dot pages greater than a, and then I am saying a equals to x dot pages. Yeah, then this will also be correct. Okay, both are same only. This is your doubt, right? Hello. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Now can you please come to my doubt? I'm in doubt in question number 2.
Okay, I think this thing is clear to everyone. Assignment operator requires comparison operator. Question number 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what
Sir,
is your
can
doubt
you
in
go
question number 2?
Sir, sir, I'm
Just a
having doubt
second.
that if we replace and with or in option B, then what would be the answer?
In that case, this is true and this is false. So true or
Yes, sir.
false will be true. Okay, it will be true.
It will be true. Okay.
Yeah. Any doubt in question number 2 now?
Sir, I have one point. Sir, I have one point. So can you go forward one question by one question? If anyone have an individual question doubts, can you address it at the later?
Yes, sir.
That thing also we
He's
can.
saying very right.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, why we are not considering it false in option B? Because 2 is greater than 3 is false.
So see here, true or false is basically what? True. So in the case of or operator, if any condition is true, it means it is true. In the case of and operator, if any condition is false, it is false. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, don't erase it for a second.
Okay. So that's it.
Sir, if it is
Yes, sir.
the D option is string of 2 plus string of 2.
In that case, it will be 22. Okay. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
both
thank
are
you,
having the
sir.
same data type. And here data type is different. That's why it is invalid expression. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this is question number 2 and 3.
2 is greater than equal to doesn't impact.
2 greater than or equal to 2. So this is comparison operator. Okay. So this is true.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have discussed first 3 questions. I will discuss all the questions. You can go through the solutions also, and then you can ask your doubt. Okay. So let's go to question number 4 now. The following pseudocode is executed using the scores data set. At the end of execution, A captures second highest marks in mathematics. Assume that max holds the value of highest marks in mathematics. Okay. So I have one variable max that is basically having the highest marks in mathematics. Okay. So this is given to us, right? This is given to us. At the end of execution, A captures second highest marks in mathematics. Choose the correct code fragment to complete the pseudocode. Now just think about the second. If I want to find out the second highest, how I will proceed? Okay. What should be the logic? The first thing is that I will compare this particular marks. For example, x dot this marks. This particular mark should be greater than all the marks of a data set. Okay. All marks. And this particular marks must be less than the maximum marks, right? If it is less than the highest marks and it is greater than remaining data set, it means that this is second highest. Can I say like this?
Yes.
This is right.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
based
sir.
on the same thing, let's see the options. If mathematics marks is greater than A, we are going to store A. So this will only give me the what this option will give me if I just put this option
First
here. What
maximum
Max mark.
First max. First max.
A will give the maximum marks only, right?
Yes, mark.
So this is not a required thing. What about option number B?
Sir, can you explain option number A?
See, option A is what? X dot mathematics greater than A, right? And then we are, if this condition is true, then we are going to store mathematics marks in A. So in this way, we'll get the maximum marks, okay? But we don't want this. We want the second maximum marks. Now, what about the option number B?
So it is also
Seems to be
false.
invalid, sir.
In false.
False, sir.
These are
So mathematics
Sir,
marks
option number
greater than
C.
maximum. This is not
Please,
cannot be
How
true,
can
right?
it be less than A?
Sir, option C.
Yeah.
yes, sir.
So option B is not correct because this is
Sir,
not,
option
this
C.
cannot be true. Yeah, let me explain. This is not true because this particular condition is false, right? Now let's go to option number C here. So here you can see x dot mathematics less than max. Yes, so my marks is less than mathematics marks, and we are checking whether that particular mathematics marks is greater than A, and we are iterating over a while loop, right? So in this way, I will get the second maximum marks. So this will give me the maximum marks of entire data set, and this particular condition will ensure that this particular marks will be less than the maximum marks. So in this case, I will get the second maximum marks. Okay. So option C is correct. What about option number D? No, right? So option C is correct. Anyone, any doubt in option number C or option in question number 4?
No, sir. Option number C.
No, sir. Move ahead.
No, sir.
Great.
No, sir. Can you explain option number C again?
Option number C. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So our requirement is what? We want the second maximum marks in mathematics, right? But max is basically a maximum marks. So when I will get the second maximum marks, that particular mark should be less than the maximum one, and that particular marks must be greater than the remaining data set marks, right?
Second maximum.
Yeah, so that's what we are doing. First, we are ensuring that this mathematics mark is less than maximum, and at the same time, we are ensuring that that particular marks is greater than the entire
not audible.
data set. I'm not audible?
You are
Sir, you
audible.
are audible.
No, sir, you are
You are audible.
Okay, great. I hope this thing is clear to everyone now. Option number C, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if there would be or at the place of and, that should be possible or not?
No, if it is or, then that will be false because we will not get this thing. It will be either this or this, right? But that is not our requirement, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This will not be true. Now let's go for the next question. Question number 5. Let X be a row in the words table. Yes. Let each short web be procedure to, right? Let each short web to be a procedure to find whether the word in the row X is a verb with a letter count at most 5. So we want to find out the word in that particular row. First thing is that it should be verb. Second thing is that letter count at most 5. So when I say at most 5, what is this at most 5 mean?
Below 5.
Less than 5.
Then or equal to 5.
Less than 5.
Less than equal to
Less than or equals to 5, right?
Max value can be 5.
Yeah, maximum value can be 5, but less than or equals to 5, right? So whatever the letter count will be, it should be less than or equals to 5, right? That is what the at most 5 mean. So my first condition is that it should be less than or equal to 5. And my second condition is that, sorry, the first condition is that that particular word must be verb. So X dot part of speech must be equals to verb, right? And second condition is that this particular thing.
So what
Okay,
is
now
this dot verb?
it's just a procedure name. Here you can see, okay? We have given the procedure name and we need to find out whether the word in the word X is verb. And
So we simply called it a verb. Why each dot is added?
You can assign it any name.
No, this is simply a procedure name, function name, any name you can give, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now let's take for first option, option number A. Part of speech equals to verb, that is true. But this is only one required thing. We want letter count at most 5. So we have not mentioned anywhere in this code. So this is not correct, right? Now what about option number B? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Is it correct?
Wrong, sir.
Wrong, sir.
Incorrect, sir.
Wrong, sir.
Because it returns false.
Wrong, sir.
Condition is true. This is my required condition, but it should return true, not false, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Not given the correct one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What about option number C?
Yes, sir. Option C is right.
Yes, sir.
Sir, it's or.
It is the correct one.
It should be and.
False.
Or is
Our
there.
condition is
Yes,
there,
sir.
right?
This is also wrong. And
Yeah, this is
Yes,
also
sir. It
wrong.
is wrong.
This is also false.
So instead of or, I want and here, and then it should return true. It means that then this particular thing will be correct. But in this case, or is there, so option C is also not correct. So we have left with option number D, and that is basically this one. My conditions
Yes,
are there,
sir.
both the conditions are there, and it is returning true. So option D is correct here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone, any doubt in this question?
No, sir.
Sir,
No,
sir, I
sir.
have doubt regarding
No, sir.
qualifier exam. How many questions will be there from CT in qualifier exam?
12 to 14.
I already
12 to
answered this.
14.
12 to 14. Okay. At max 14, minimum 12. Okay.
Okay,
Sir,
thank
can
you,
you
sir.
again return
there will all
false?
the alag.
Sir,
Okay.
if
Any
it
doubt in
is
this question only? I will
sir,
take that doubt only.
no,
Yes, sir.
सर
No,
ये
sir, no
क्वेश्चन
doubt.
समझ में नहीं
it's
आया
meant
हेलो
The
sir.
next question,
No doubt,
please.
sir.
It's
The
for
next
So
question.
go on.
Just a second. Yeah.
Can you explain option C?
सर ये क्वेश्चन समझ में नहीं
Yes,
आया
sir. Option C.
Option C. Okay. In option C, what we are doing? My first condition is
B.
true. My second condition is also true. But here all thing is there, right? In the case of or, what will happen? Part of speech is true. If this thing is true, it will return true. But we don't want that. Our requirement is what? Our requirement is X must be verb with the letter count at most 5. So both the condition must be true, right? So or condition will not be correct one.
Sir,
It will not give me
option
the
B.
required one. So option D is more correct, right?
सर ये
Sir,
क्वेश्चन
B.
समझ में नहीं आया
Option B is not correct because it is returning false, right? We want true, right? Then only we can, it will give me the correct thing, right? So we want this to return true, but it is returning false. So instead of false, if it is true, this is what the option D is there, right? Then it can be a correct one.
Sir, लेकिन option C में part of speech भी verb है और letter count भी less than 5 है.
और है ना वहाँ पे
But or condition is there, right?
और आगे
If
ना
any condition is there, that will be
सर
true.
और के लिए भी TTT होता है मतलब तीनों true value चलता है ना.
But अगर एक कोई
But
false
it
ना
will
तो
give
भी
true
true
and
होगा
one is
ना,
false.
जनरल केस देखना.
right? So in this case also it will return true. So we don't want that. Our requirement is clear that word with row X is a verb with letter count at most 5. If I said, okay, my word must be verb or letter count at most 5. So in that case, you can consider option C as correct. But this is not our requirement, right? So first read the question carefully, what is required, then according to that you have to answer. Okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
I hope this
Yes,
is
sir.
clear
Yes, sir.
now. Yes.
सर ऑप्शन डी वापस बता दीजिए ना
Yes, option D. Yeah, both the conditions satisfying my requirement and it is returning true, right?
ओके
So,
सही तो है इसमें गलती क्या है
the option D is correct.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
I think this is.
suppose,
Hello,
sir,
hello,
suppose, suppose we check the letter count first and then we verify whether it is a verb or not. Will the answer be same or it will differ, sir?
If you swap this condition, it will be true. The
Yes,
same
sir.
only. Okay.
Hello,
सर
sir.
व्हाई ऑप्शन सी इज इनकरेक्ट
Or is there,
Or
right?
और है ना
But sir, in or operator,
अच्छा
true,
हाँ ओके
true
सर
and true gives the true, na?
But this true
but
or
false
false
and
also
true
will
also
give
give
you
true.
true, right?
both the conditions, not only any one.
So first read the question carefully. What we want? We want verb with letter count at most 5. So both the condition must be true. But here in this case, if any condition is true, it will returning true, right? So this thing I don't want, right? I
Hello,
want
sir.
both the condition must be true. Then only it will return true. So option D is correct one here.
हेलो सर
Yes.
सर अगर मान लीजिए कि वो जो क्वेश्चन में दिया है अगर कंडीशन टर्मिनेशन होता तो वो भी ऑप्शन ऑप्शन करेक्ट होता कि नहीं
Sorry. क्वेश्चन में क्या होता?
अगर क्वेश्चन में सर अगर कंडीशन टर्मिनेशन होता मतलब वो एक ही वर्ब को पूछता है तो वो बी वाला ऑप्शन सही होता कि नहीं
No, for a
In
B
question-
option to be correct, it is false, right? So what this is giving me, if part of speech is not equals to verb and even letter count is not greater than 5, right? In either of the cases, this will return true, but we don't want this, okay?
सर वो समझ रहे हैं पर मैं कहने का मतलब ये है कि ये कंडीशन टर्मिनेशन आइटरेशन जब होता तो ये सही रहता कि नहीं मतलब हमको वर्ब और एक ही मतलब वर्ब खोजना होता 5 पॉइंट्स अगर तो ये जो बी होता वो सही रहता कि नहीं
No, we are returning false here. We want to return true even if we want to check one condition, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, hello.
Yes.
Sir, in option third, a part of a speech is verb and letter count is greater than is equal to 5 and it also returns true.
Or is there, right?
Sir, but or is there but true returns true, no?
But true
Yes,
or
sir.
false
True and
also
false
return
also
true,
return
na?
true.
We don't want that. This will also give me the word which is having part of speech verb, but letter count greater than 5. That I don't want, right?
We want both to be true.
Yeah. It will also give me the part of speech other than verb also. It can give me noun, letter count less than 5 also, right? But I don't want that. My required condition is verb with letter count at most 5. So both the condition must be true. Okay.
Sir, excuse
So,
me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if verb with at least 5 means we can give the
So
verb with
at least
means
5.
we can give the C is correct, sir.
At least 5. Please mute. When I say at least 5 means it is greater than or equals to 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Less than equal to.
Less than equal to, correct.
More greater than equal to. At least.
At least 5. That is at least 5 greater than or equals to, right?
Greater than or equal to.
Yeah. So it can be 5, it can be 6, 7 like this also. So this should be like this if you want at least 5, right? Okay.
Sir, you
At
can
least
give
means
some
we can
hint
give
regarding
instances,
that
sir.
at most, at least, and exactly. That is the where the confusion arises for many of them.
Okay. So when I say at least, at most, okay. So when I say letter count at least 5, so letter count at least means greater than or equals to 5, right? When I say at most 5, so letter count must be less than or equals to 5. Okay. And when I say letter count equal to 5 means LC equals to 5. Okay. So this is equals to 5.
Sir, here we use double equal, na?
Yes. Yes, double equals to sign. Yeah. Letter count is equals to 5. Yes. So this will give me either true or false as output. That is Boolean output, right? So this thing is clear to everyone. You can go to the solution also. I have provided a solution. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Huh?
Sir, it is taking a lot of time if everyone is asking the same problem. And the people which are having not so the question which is very easy for them to, so can you please take all the problems at the end of the lecture?
Yes, yes, I will do that. I am taking down one by one. Okay. So
Yes,
don't
sir,
worry.
because
Yeah.
this is very time consuming and we cannot do
Yeah.
many questions in class.
Okay. So let's go to a question number 6. Okay. We have 14
Yeah, sir,
questions to
I have a
discuss.
suggestion. I have suggestion for the class, the entire class. Like, if you have any particular doubt, just note down the doubt, and you can ask at the end of the class. Right
Yeah.
now, stick to the question that is going on. No question before that. No question after that. No question from qualifier. Anything. Just stick to the point. What is going on in the class? Okay, sir. Continue.
So I will discuss this first, and I will just take 2, 3 out, then we'll continue. Okay. Then you can ask the doubts. Okay. So this question number 6. The following pseudocode executed. Words data set. What will A represent at the end of execution? Okay. Now what we need to find out what A will represent. Okay. So first thing is A is initialized to 0. Okay. We have one variable A which is initialized to 0. Okay. While table 1 has more rows, hit the first row in table 1. We have initialized I to 1 and B to true, right? Now here we have one more while loop. While I is less than or equals to letter count, so we are checking whether I is less than or equal to letter count or not for that particular word. If ith letter of the x dot word is a vowel, then b equals to false. Okay. If this is not true, then we are going to increment the value of I, and then we are going for the next iteration for the while loop. Okay. Once we have completed the while loop, we'll exit the while loop. We'll check if b. Now here you can see if only b is there. So this will be executed only when b equals to true. Okay. This will execute only when if b equals to true, because inside the if block it is a conditional statement. We only check whether it is either true or false, right? Here if the value of b is 2, then only we are going to go for this particular thing, and then we are moving x to table 1. Now I can solve this question within 1 minute also, or if I go for all the entire procedure, it can take me 5 minutes also, right? So first you should know what I need to find out. I need to find out the value of a. Now, where it is A is here, right? A is incrementing if B is true. Now, when this B will become true? Can anyone tell me? Unmute and tell me when this B will become true.
When we find a function,
The count is not a vowel.
Start letter.
School is
I
not a vowel.
letter as a word.
Right letter is
When
not word.
no
vowel.
If the
I
word is
letter
two
of the
vowels.
word is
Letter
not a
of the
vowel.
word
will
is
not be
not a
vowel.
Right letter
Then
word
I
is
got
no
it.
vowel.
Yes, I got it. So it means that if this particular condition is true, if this is true, then we are going to change the value of b to false. But I want a to be increment, so I want b to be true, right? So when this particular condition will be false, when ith letter of the word is a vowel. So for example, if I say just say I have three words was, is, and say any word, for example, WWS. Okay, I have three words here. Now, what I am taking, first I will take was, WAS, I equals to 1. Now, for the first iteration, the value of I is 1. Letter count is 3. So, 1 is less than equal to 3. That is true. Now, we go for a if block, ith letter of the word. It means that the value of I is 1. So, first letter of the word, so that is basically W is a vowel. No, that is not true. Then I will not going to do anything. I will increment the value of I, go for a next condition. Now, in this case, the value of I will be 2. Now, 2 is less than 3. Yes, that is true. Now, second letter of the word is a vowel. Now, second letter is basically A in this case. Yes, this is true. If this is true, then I am going to update the value of B to false. Right? Now, I am going to increment the value of I to 3. Then again, I am going for a next iteration. In this case, S. So, third letter count. So, 3 is less than equal to 3. Yes. Third letter of word is a vowel. No, that is not true. I will going to increment. Value of I will be 4. Now, in this case, 4 is not less than 3. So, that is false. So, we will exit the while loop. And after exiting the while loop, the value of B will be false. So, we are not going to count this word. Okay. Because vowel is present. Similarly, I am not going to count is also because vowel is present. If vowel is present in any of the word, it is going to update the value of B. Now, what about this WWS, for example? In either of the cases, it doesn't have any vowel. It means that this particular condition will never become true. If this is not true, it means B is not going to update. It means whatever the value of B is there at the initial point, it is there. So value of A is going to increment. Okay. So in this way, this particular code will work. So B will be true. Then only I can increment the value of A. So this will be true when my word don't have any vowel. Okay. Now, any doubt? Anyone?
No, sir.
No, sir, there is no doubt.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No
No
doubt.
doubt.
Great.
Sir, in B,
No, sir.
No,
Sir,
sir.
I am confused, sir.
A equal to A plus 1. Explain
So I
that.
have a
Sir,
technical
next
Sir,
question.
question.
please
Explain
explain
again.
again.
Just a second. Just a second. Those who have doubt, they will speak only now. Okay. Just tell me.
So does it mean if B A equal to A plus 1?
Can you please explain once, sir?
Okay.
Yes, sir, please.
Sir, with simple
Last if statement,
example.
sir. Please explain that one.
Please
See,
explain, sir, fully.
suppose for example, I have three words was, is, and WWS. I have three words. Okay. Now what I am saying, for the first iteration, I will take was. Now what will happen while table 1 has more row? Read the first row. The first row is basically was. Now for example, a word I equals to 1, B equals to true, I is less than or equals to letter count, right? So the letter count is basically 3. The value of I is 1 here, right? So 1 is less than 3. Yes, this is true. If this is true, then only I am going to execute this thing. Now here I am taking ith letter of the word. Ith letter of the word means what? First letter of the word is a vowel or not. So W is not a vowel, so this is false, right? If this is false, then we are not going to update the value of B to false, right? Then we'll increment the value of I to 2. We'll go for a next iteration. In this case, the value of I will be 2. So 2 is less than equal to 3. Yes, that is true. Okay. Then second letter of the word is a vowel. Yes, that is true. So A is a vowel. It means that I'm going to update the value of B to false. Okay. In the next iteration, the value of I will be 3. Again, it is S. S is not a vowel. So we are not going to execute anything because this is not a correct one. But in the previous iteration, the value of B is set to false, right? The next iteration, the value of I will be 4, but 4 is not greater than but 4 is not less than 3, right? Here you can see this particular condition. So I will exit the while loop here. But when I exit the while loop, the value of B got updated to false because of A was present inside the word. If any vowel is present inside any word, so B will get updated. It means I'm not going to increment the value of A because this will get updated only when the value of B is true. Okay. So in any word, if vowel is present, it is not going to update the value of, it is not going to increment the value of A. This thing is clear?
So
Yes, sir.
basically, it means that
Yes,
Last portion, please repeat.
Okay. See, those who have doubt, they can only speak. If you don't have any doubt, so don't need to say yes, okay, fine. Those who have doubt,
Sir,
they
I
can
have
only
a
speak.
doubt.
Okay, last if statement.
Last if
Sir,
statement.
if,
Okay.
Yes.
sir, if
Let's
B
take
was
another example.
initialized as false,
So yes, sir. If false, it won't enter into the block.
sir.
Right,
Yes.
sir?
See, in the
Then
case of this particular thing, when we are going to increment, when the value of B is true, right?
yes, sir.
Now, if any word is valid, if A is there or any vowel is there, it means that this particular statement is going to be true. This particular if block, okay? This word is going to be true. If this is true, then we are going to update the value of B to false. Because previously, the value of B was true, right? Without, before the while loop. But this got updated to false when the vowel is present in any of the letter, right? In the word. So we don't want this because we want to find out A, and A will increment only when the value of B will be true.
Okay,
sir,
that
in
is
the conditional
if the last
statement,
if statement going to be going to true.
sir, if in the conditional statement, if we had if not B, then we would be looking for when B would be false, right? That means the ith letter of the word should be a vowel.
Yeah, so not B means, yeah. So first thing is that if it is B, so it means A will count if there is no vowel. But same condition is that everything is same, but instead of B, if I just mention not B, right? In that case, what it will count? If any word having a vowel, that will get
Vowel.
increment, okay?
Okay, got it.
So
Okay,
basically, for I we see first while, and for B we see first if condition.
Sir, in this
So we
case,
are
we
just
can.
iterating towards the while loop, okay?
Sir, what happens
Sir,
if
we
B
will
is
come to 11th
initialized
step
as
only
false,
when
sir?
the 7th
Just
step
one by
becomes
one.
true.
Yes, what if?
Sir, we come to 11th step only when the 7th step becomes true.
No, this
Hello,
is
sir.
not like that. First, we are
Sir,
entering the while loop, okay, like this. We cannot go to this line number 11 unless we complete the while loop, okay? Now, this while loop will get exit only when the value of I,
sir.
if this condition is true, right? Please mute, right? The value of will exit this while loop only when this particular condition is false. Because we are incrementing the value of I for every iteration. So when I say WAS, having 3 letter in the word. So first thing is,
Sir, if B is initialized as false, then what happens, sir?
yes, I will come to that. So see, first thing is that we cannot go to line number 11 unless we complete the while loop. Okay, this condition is false, then only we are going to go for a line number 11. So in the case of was, if any, or in the case of any word, if vowel is present, it means this particular condition is true. If this is true, B is going to update to false, right? Now, the next thing is that suppose everything is same, but instead of B, if I just mention not B. Now, in this particular case, the correct answer will be what? Number of words without the vowels. Okay, the correct answer for this particular option, for this particular question. But if I just change instead of B to not B, in that case, what will happen? This will be true when the value of B will be false, right? When the value of B will be false, not of B will be true. Now, when will the value of B will get false? When the vowel is present. In any of the word, if vowel is present, then the value of B is false. Now, in this particular case, if I replace B by not B, what will the correct option? Number of vowels, number of words with vowel, okay? At most one, no, exactly one, at least one vowel, okay? Number of word with at least one vowel. So option A will be correct, okay? This is about not B. Now, next thing is that everything is same, Now, if I simply change the value of B to false, and here it is true. Now tell me what what A will represent. Everything is same. Just I change the value of B to false and A to true.
Number of
words
words
with at least one
Number of
vowel.
vowels, sir.
At least one vowel.
At least one vowel.
Number of vowels in the word.
Words with vowels.
Yes,
Yeah,
number of words with a
At
vowel. That's it,
most,
right?
at
At least
most.
one vowel.
Yeah. Number of words with a vowel. That's it, right? It doesn't
Yes, sir.
at most or at least one vowel is there. It will update to true. That's it, right? Suppose, for example, I have WAAS. So two vowels are there. So in either of the cases, this will get updated, right? So number of words with at least one vowel in that is basically yeah.
So please take the example of word 4.
Sir, I have a doubt.
So will
Mhm.
it iterate twice if there are two vowels in the word? So will it iterate twice? A.
No, in the while loop only we will check this particular condition 2 times. This will be true for 2 times. So value of B will get updated. Okay.
Sir,
Sir, here we were
So
saying
once
that
can you show the iteration for the word which you have
the
written
last
now?
the
last
original
letter will
Okay.
decide whether the B will be false or true.
See,
uh,
yeah. So what will happen? The letter count is 4 here. So value of I is what? 1. 1 is less than 4. That is true. First letter is basically W. So not a vowel. We go for incrementing this particular I. Value of I will be 2. Next iteration I will be 2. That is true. 2. Now second letter, that is A is true. So this is basically, if I just say it is true, right? Now second letter of a word is a vowel. So we are going to update the value of B to true. That is 2. Then we go for next iteration. The value of I will be 3. Now in this case also, third letter of a word is a vowel. So this is again true. Again, the same thing. B is equals to true only, right? So in either of the cases, if any word having the vowel, that will get counted. Okay, simple.
Sir, my
I
question
think this
was
is clear.
When the
But
A
it
becomes
is
when
less
B
than and
becomes
equal to
false.
no, sir. Then it will come at most only, no, sir.
No. It is we are checking for a while loop only, right? We are iterating towards the while loop. We are not checking for this particular thing. Okay.
So,
So in the
regarding
last iteration, will the B change to false because the condition is not becoming satisfied?
Terminated.
While is like or.
Right.
sir, in the last
No.
iteration, the B will become false, and that will be stored in the B. So
We are
when
discussing
it
the
comes
case
to the
if B is initialized to false and this particular B is updated to true, right? If, for example, I have this particular word in that any vowel is not present, so this will never get executed. It means the value of B will be false only, right? So this will not get increment for this type of word.
Sir,
Okay.
when we will go to 11th step? So that's a simple doubt.
After completing the while loop. Okay.
Sir, in
Okay,
11th
sir.
step, A equal to A plus 1 for B equal to true or B equal to false, sir.
सर आगे
B
बढ़
will
जाने
be
की
true.
क्वेश्चन में
B
लगे हैं
must be equals to true.
Your voice
सर
is not
Yes, sir.
audible, sir.
Okay.
Please move
Sir,
on.
what
Sir,
if
सर मूव ऑन सर
Yes. Let me
for
just
false?
take that out.
Sir, here
Sir,
we can also say that the word with only consonants, right?
Yeah, that also we can say, but yeah.
Hmm.
So this thing is clear to everyone. Just you can try
sir,
out what will happen if I just change this to this to this. Okay, according to that you need to solve. Okay.
Sir,
I
in
have a
this
doubt
question,
over here.
hello.
Okay,
If
hold on,
just
Pooja,
B,
hold on.
will it always be true?
Okay, fine, hold on. Sir, my doubt.
Yes, please tell me.
Yes, sir. My doubt was regarding the exiting of while loop, sir. This
Hmm.
I use mentioned over here. This I should be I is less than greater than X letter count. Suppose we get the first letter like in was, the second letter is say vowel. We get the condition that it is false. So can we exit there only, sir? The
No,
first letter.
while loop will
We
not
have,
work in that way. We can exit this particular while loop only when this condition is false. Okay.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Only if the while condition. So while we have the condition and then we have some code written here, right? So we are
Okay, sir.
going to keep execute this particular code unless this particular condition will become false. Okay.
Okay, sir. So we
That's how
will
we
have to
put
check.
it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will have to
That's why
check
we
every
put
single letter.
every single
Okay,
letter.
sir.
सर प्लीज
Okay,
मूव
sir.
ऑन सर लिटरली
Yeah.
मूव ऑन
And suppose in cases if I didn't mention this particular thing, in that case while loop will not never exit this. This will keep iterating for infinite loop. So I think this
Okay, sir.
professor has already discussed in the lecture, right? Infinite iteration.
Yes, sir.
So please make sure while writing a code, you should think about the exit in the while loop. Okay. So this is about this particular question.
Sir, hello.
Yes.
Sir, we will only increment I if B is false and then we will increment A,
No,
right?
just no. See here, if is this one only. You have to see this particular curly braces. This if block is for this one particular condition. I is outside the if block, right? So irrespective of this particular condition, I am going to increment the value of I.
Sir, when we get B as false, then we will increment I, yes.
No. Even if we didn't get
I
this,
think she's confused because if there is constant, it will never enter. You need to understand that.
yes.
What you are entering that, because she's doing a mistake, she's entering the loop. Because if there is no vowel, it will not enter itself. She is not understanding that.
If suppose W is the word, so W is not a vowel, so we are not going to update the value. So in this case, we are going for a I1, right? Even if it is true, still we are going to increment the value of I. So in any cases, we are going to increment the value of I because it is outside this particular if block. Okay?
Either we get vowel or consonant, we will increment I.
Yes.
And then we will increment A, right, sir?
But value of B will not get updated if constant is not there.
Yes.
Sir, I think we have enough discussion on this question, so we can move on.
Yeah. So let me summarize this. Here, we can go for this particular if block only when this while loop will exit, and this will exit only when this particular condition will become false. That's why we have this increment of I. Okay, and we are going to increment for every iteration irrespective of whatever happens, is it true or false, right? I don't care, but value of I is going to increment every iteration. Okay, so this is how while loop field works. So we'll discuss more at the later part because we have more questions to discuss. Okay. Now let's move on to question number 7. I will share the document. You can just go to the solution. Okay. Now in this question, let me discuss this. Then I will unmute. Yeah. Now what is happening in this particular question number 7? The following pseudocode is executed using the library data set. At the end of execution, A captures the number of books which are published after 2010. So main keyword is after 2010. So whenever you are reading the question, please make sure you underline or you should note the important keyword or condition. Okay. And also we have OR condition. Okay. OR is there. Have less than average number of pages. So we need to find out number of books. Okay. Number of books. It means we need to count the number of count the books, right? Such that published after 2010 or have less than average number of pages. Assume that variable age holds the value of average number of pages. So this is given to us. Average is a variable which will hold the average number of pages. And what is mentioned here? Or have less than average number of pages. It means that that particular value x dot pages must be less than the average number of pages. So this is what I can say from this particular statement. Okay. So you need to read the question carefully. This is given to me and this is my required condition. Okay. Okay. Now the pseudocodes may have mistake. Identify all such mistakes. So my requirement is number of books. So I need to count number of books published after 2010 or less than average number of pages. Now let's read the code. So to solve this type of question, either you can go through the code or you can simply go through the options. But I will explain the code first. Okay. If A is equals to 0. Okay. So we have initialized the variable A equals to 0. While table 1 has more rows. Okay. Read the first row in table 1. C is initialized to false. Okay. Let's see. If x dot year greater than 2010. If this is what I want. When I say after 2010, after 2010 means what? Greater than 2010, right? So year greater than 2010, yes, this is true, right? Then C equals to true, right? Okay, let's see what's the code. If pages is greater than average, then we have C equals to true. No, we want less than, but okay, let's see. Now we have if C A equals to 1. Now what we want? Number of books, right? So we go to the options. The first thing is error in line number 5. See, at this particular line, x dot year greater than 2010. This is what I want, so this is true. Now, what about line number 8 here? X dot pages greater than average. What I want, number of books published after 10 or this particular condition. Okay, so C will be true. I also want this thing to be true because pages should be less than average. So this thing is not correct here. I want x dot pages less than average, right? Now let's see here. Suppose if I just change to less than average, now in this case, what will happen? My first condition, x dot a greater than true, greater than 10, that is true. My second condition, x dot pages less than average, it is also true, right? If both the condition get satisfied, the value of C will be true only. But even if, suppose my x dot year is, for example, 2009, like this. Now this particular condition is false, and suppose x dot pages is less than average. Now this particular condition is true. Now in this case also the value of C is true only. So this is what I want, because I want publish after 10 or sign is there, right? Or have less number of pages, have less than average number of pages. Now if C, now what is C? If C is true, then we are A equals to 1. No, we want to count number of books. So this must be A equals to A plus 1. Okay, it means that I have an error at line number 8 and line number 12. So if I see, yes, 12, what about line number 9? Let's check line number 9. C equals to true. No, that is fine because we want to check for both the condition. So in this way, I will get the correct option as B and D. Okay. If you have any doubt, then only you can unmute. Otherwise, if you don't have any doubt, please don't speak. Okay. Any doubt in this question?
So we will see either in 2010 the book is published or less than the average.
Yes, or condition is there.
Sir, can you please tell the what is the error in the line 12?
Line number 12. So here we want to find out number of books, right? Here A is just 1. Irrespective of any condition, the value of A will be 1. But we want number of books. So A should be number of books. So we need to count the value of A. So we need to increment the value of A, right?
Okay,
so it should be A equals to A plus 1.
Sir,
here what is C used for?
Okay, C, right? Now my condition is that if both conditions are true, then only where I want to increment the value of A, right? Or if any one of the condition is true. So this will ensure this one. If this condition is false, but this is true, then the value of C is true. If this particular condition is true, but this is false, but still the value of C is true. But for example, both conditions are false. If this is false, it means the value of C is equals to false. Is same because it is not getting updated here. So we are not going to increment the value of A. Okay.
So if in 9th step C become false, then the 8th condition would be right now.
If C become false.
Yes, sir.
Then.
Because it is then the 8th condition should be correct now.
Okay, yes, everything is same. If we just say instead
if
of
C is
true,
false.
it is false.
Yes, sir.
No, in that case, what will happen? See, year is greater than 10. Okay, this is true. But I want pages less than average, right? But this is not true, na? So this will get updated to false.
Sir, but the condition of C is false. So if X pages is greater than average, it will not store that because the condition gives us false. So automatically the X pages less than average will get stored over there, sir. So, yes, so even either we can say 8 is, if we say 8 is correct, we will have to correct 9, the C option, or if we say C is correct, then we will have to update 8 once, sir.
But
in that
we are
case,
only considering two cases here. Either this will be false or this will be false. But what if or condition is there? Both the condition must be true. I want year to be greater than 2010 and I also want pages less than average. Then in that case, what will happen?
Okay, sir. Then
in that case, also get increment. But what if this is false and this is true, right?
Yes, sir. Then it will create problem.
Sir, or condition means any one of them, right, sir? And means both of them are supposed to be true, right?
Yes. Yes.
Hello, sir.
It means if C is false, then 8, 9 both are false.
हेलो सर और मतलब
No, no.
दोनों चीज करेक्ट होना चाहिए ना मतलब
Or
publish
means
और close
either
तो-
one condition must be true or both the condition must be true, right?
Yes, sir.
सर ये तो ऐसे भी सही है
Yeah. So here we need to
Sir.
increment the value of a equals to a plus 1 and pages must be less than average. So our requirement is this one. So we need to update this one to this, and instead of a, I want a equals to a plus 1. Okay.
So if or is replaced by and, then the 8 one is correct.
No, we cannot. If or is replaced by and, then this particular code will not work. Okay.
Okay.
If we
Sir, if
do
C denotes what, sir? If C is should be true or false?
C must be false. This, if I want to increment the a, if
C should be false.
C should be true. See
Sir,
how
if-
this if block will work. If this particular condition is true, then only we are going for whatever is written inside this particular if block, right? That condition must be true. So C must be true.
फर्स्ट कंडीशन बराबर है ना
Since it is or, sir, that the first,
Huh?
suppose, for example, is 2010, his condition is, let's say, true.
True,
right?
yes.
But average page is false. Then second
Yes.
time C is actually becoming false. So it is taking the last value of the average pages. It is not
No.
taking the 2010 conditions primary because it's a second condition which is average pages. So C is getting defined by the second condition only irrespective of the first condition.
No, no, no. This if is different, this if is different, and this if is different. So three if statements are there, and three will execute out of, irrespective of the condition. So first it will check for this particular condition. If this is true, then we go for C equals to true. It will check
Okay.
for this particular condition. If
But
this,
this is
is
false.
true, this we are going to execute true. But if this is false, then we go for next if block. But value of still C is true only, right? From the previous iteration, from the previous.
Okay, so
if.
you're saying line number 8, even if it is not true, it is not assigning the value of C to anything. To the
No,
false.
value
It
of
is not
C is
assigning.
true only. Line number 6 will update the value
got
of
it.
C.
Sir. Okay, sir, I
Got
got
it.
it, sir. Sir, in previous question, there was one or statement and you splitted it and you wrote two if statement. From
So
here, sir,
that
we can
was
come. Yes,
no,
sir.
that was inside this particular if. So this if was like this: x dot year greater than 2010. Okay, let me write it down here. So that is nested if conditions. If is inside if, and this is different one. X dot year greater than 2010. Okay. Now I am writing if inside this particular if, right? Inside, not outside if. This is outside if block, right? Now
Yes.
this particular inside if will execute only when this is true, but this will execute irrespective of this particular condition. If this is false, then we check for this particular condition.
Okay, sir, I got it. I got it.
These two are different if, and this is
Got it, sir,
nested
got it.
if.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. If 9th C is false, then 8, 9 both are false.
कंप्लीट डिस्कशन हो गया मेरे ख्याल से
If C is false.
If 9th C is false, then 8, 9 both are false.
No.
Why,
This
sir?
thing is false, so then we are not going to update the value of C, right?
Okay.
So see, first we
excuse me,
need
sir.
to see what is our required condition. Yes.
Sir, if we put in line C is equal to false, then in 11 line, if we change if condition to not C, then the code is working or not?
No, still it will not give the required because this will be true and not true will give me false. But still I want to increment the value of A if this condition is true, right? So this will not get not give the correct output when if you
I
change to
think,
not.
Sir, I think we should stick to the question what question is saying, sir. The
Yes.
X pages is less than average, sir. So the code should be according to question only, sir.
Yes, whatever we have requirement
Yes,
is that we have to follow. That's it. Okay. So this
Yes,
thing
sir.
is clear to everyone. You can go to the solution. Detailed solution is given. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let's
If we
discuss
consider the
question number
correct
8.
code, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
If we consider the correct code and replace or to and condition, will this code work?
No. I already said no. This will not work in that case. Okay.
Sir,
We need
why,
to write
sir?
a different.
C is when both C's are true, then if C is
But
C
if
will
any
also
one
be
condition
true,
is false, then only also we are going to increment A in this case, right?
Sir,
So will it
So
affect if
fine.
D equal to true, if C is initialized to true?
Yeah, you can check if C is true, what will happen. Okay, so you have to think what different types of scenario, what will happen if C is true, what will happen if this thing is true. Okay, so that's why you need to practice. So think about what will happen in different scenario. Okay, so let's
Sir,
move on to the
please
next question, question number 8.
Sir, please move forward.
Yeah, so let's question number 8. Now the following pseudocode is executed using the library data set. At the end of execution, A is to true. See, read the question carefully first. Set to true if and only if there is a pair of a book with same genre and year of publication. So this condition must be true and condition is there. So before going to code, read the question first. This must be true only if and only if these two conditions are true. So both must be belong to genre and same year of publication. And here we need to find out the pair of books, right? Suppose I have a one data set storing library information of a particular book. So this is book number 1 and this is book number 2, right? If I want to compare this two row, what I need to do, I will take this first row, then I will compare with remaining rows, right? If I want to check for the book which is published in the same year, right? For example, my first book got published in 2010. Now, if I want to find out which are those other books which got published in same year, what I need to do, I need to compare this first row with all the rows inside the table, right? So that's why we are using this nested while loop. So what we are doing here, first A is initialized to false, that is true. Table 1 has more rows, okay. Read the first row X in table 1. So what we are doing, we are reading the first row X in table 1. We are moving that particular row to another table. So first row got moved to another table. Now table 1 has more rows, so we are referring to same table. Read the first row Y. Now in this case, X will be this one and Y will be second row, right? Remaining rows from the table 1. Now what we are doing here, we are comparing first row with the remaining rows from the same table, because we want to compare the year of publication and genre, right? Now for that we need to find out the code. And see, if you understand the question, what is our requirement, you can solve within 1 minute by simply eliminating the option. Genre and year of publication must be same. So genre or is there, so not correct. Both are true, okay, we can think about this. Or is there, not correct. Go for option number D. And is there, okay, both are true, but A is set to false. No, we don't want this. So all options are wrong, only option B is true, right? So you can simply solve this question within a minute, even if you didn't understand the code. Okay, because if you understand what is our requirement is, based on the options only, you can solve this question. But we'll discuss question one by one, option one by one. Now what we are doing here, I have this particular data set of a library. I have taken out the first row. I have taken out the first row here. Now remaining rows are this 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, right? Now I compare first row with all the rows so that I will find out the which is published in the same year or same genre. So I will represent this by X. I will represent every row by Y. So this is what we are doing. X to table 2, then first row Y in table 1. Now what we want, X dot year must be equals to Y dot year. So first option, X dot year equals to Y dot year. Yes, this is true. X dot genre equals to Y dot genre. Yes, also this we want. And this is also true. We want A to be true because our condition is A is set to true. Okay. So this is getting satisfied, but only thing is that OR condition. We don't want OR here. We want AND. If you read the question, AND thing is mentioned, right? So option A is not correct. Now go for option number B. This is correct one. Instead of OR, we have and both the conditions getting satisfied. We have A equals to true. Option B is correct. Here OR is there, not correct, and anyway we are setting A to false, and here also setting A to false. So option C and D is not correct. Simple question. Just read the statement carefully. Now, any doubt in this question?
Sir, why we are using the nested while?
Sir,
So we want to find out the pair of the books, right? So how we can find out the pair of the books? So I have one table. In that I have stored the information of all the books, right? Now I want to compare which books are in the same year of publication. How we will going to do that? First, I will take one book. I will compare year of publication with all other book, right?
Yes,
then
sir.
only I am able to find out whether same year publication is there or not. So we are doing the same thing. I have taken the first row. I'm comparing first row with all other rows on the table, remaining table. Now what I will do, I will move this table 1 to here. The next iteration, what
Sir,
I will do.
hello.
Yes.
Sir, sir, can you explain this question again? नहीं समझ में आया.
Yeah. See here, I have one table. For example, this is my table. Okay. Here it is author name. Here it is genre, and here it is year of publication. Okay. For example, I have author 1, 2, 3. Only 3 authors are there. Genre is, for example, fiction. It is non-fiction. This is fiction. This is year of publication is 2020, and here is also 2020. Okay. Now, what I want to find out, the pair of books with same genre and same year of publication. So what I am doing here, the first while loop, what it is doing, first I am going to take this first row. I have taken the first row here, fiction, and this is 2020. Now what I am going to do, I am moving this first row to another table. Okay. Now I am left with this 2 and 3. So now table 1 has more rows. This is basically table 1. This is basically table 2. So table 1 has more rows. Yes. Read the first row in table 1. So this will be my first row. Second book will be my first row. Now what we are doing, we are checking whether X. So this will represent X because X, move X to table 1, and first row will represent Y. So we are checking X dot year is equals to Y dot year or not. So 2020 equals to 2020 equals to or not. If this is true, also we want this particular thing, genre to be true. So X dot this genre is equals to Y dot genre or not. Fiction, no, it is not equal. Then we go for a next one. So we'll move this to next particular table. Then I will compare with another row. So that's why we require 2 while loop here, because I want to compare the rows of same tables, right? If this is clear.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, great. So this is about the question number 8. I hope this thing is clear to everyone, right? So just go to the options.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now we'll move to our next question, that is question number 9. Okay. So the pseudocode is executed using a library data set. Okay. What A and B will represent? Okay. So A is equals to 0, B is equals to 0. Okay. While table 1 has more rows, read the first row X in table 1. X dot page is equals to A. Okay. Then we are saying B equals to B plus 1. Now remember, these two if are different if statement. Okay. Not a nested if. Now here we are checking X dot pages greater than A. What if I have a library data set, and in that pages, and what is the number of pages and name of the book. Number of books with pages, maximum number of pages across the book. So what we are doing here, first we are checking whether X dot pages is equals to A or not. So let us take one data set. For example, I have book name, I have number of pages. Okay. So book name is B1, B2, B3, B4. Pages is 50, 60, 54, and 60, right? Suppose I have just 4 books in my data set. Now what I am doing, while table 1 has more rows, first row will be this one, X dot pages. So it is 50, right? 50 is equals to 0, or the first iteration value of A is 0, which is not true. I will go for a if block. Now whether 50 is greater than 0, yes, this is true. Then I am going to set the value of A to 50, value of B to 1. Now here the value of A got updated. I will move this particular row to another table, table 2. Now I will go for a next iteration. My next row will be this one, B2. Now in this case, what will happen? X dot pages what? 60. Whether 60 is equals to 50, because the value of A is 50, because it got updated in the previous iteration, right? So value of A is 50. So this is not true. If this is not true, go for a this particular thing. Now whether 60 is greater than 50, because the value of A is 50 from the previous iteration. Yes, that is true, right? So I'm going to update the value of A to X dot pages. So instead of 50, it will be 60 now. And the value of B will be still 1. Now go for a next iteration. In this case, I have moved this to table 2. This will be my next row. Again, 54 is there. 54 is not equals to 60. So this is not true. Go for a next if block. 54 is greater than 60. No, not true. I will move to this particular table 2. We don't have to do anything in this case. Go for a next iteration. Now in this case, what will happen? See here. Why this condition is there? The value of B is 1. The value of A is 60. What happened in the case of B4? Pages is 60. 60 equals to 60. Yes, this is true now. So we are going to increment the value of B. Now the value of B will be what? 1 plus 1 will be 2, right? So what will B storing and what A will store? Let's see the option. A, number of book with maximum number of pages. No, A is storing the pages. A is storing the maximum number of pages across all the books. Here you can see. So option A is not correct. A is storing maximum number of pages. Yes, this is true. What about B? Number of books with maximum number of pages. See what B is storing here. The value of B is 2. It means it is telling me in this particular data set, I have 2 books such that having same number of maximum number of pages. If only one book is there, for example, 70 is there, then the value of B will be 1 only. For example, I have 4 books of same pages, 60, 60, 60. Having the maximum number of pages, the value of B will be 4. So in this way, I will get B, number of books with maximum number of pages. So option B is correct. Always 1? No. Always 1? No. So option B is the only correct option here. Anyone, any doubt in this question? You can unmute. Yes, anyone?
I just wanted to understand, like you told me in the beginning that it is not nested if. So how to go about it? Because this getting confused many times it happens, we take it as a nested if. So that result into a wrong, maybe our code itself doesn't work.
Exactly.
So what should be done here?
So this is nested if and 2 different if statements, right? This is what confusion, right?
Yeah, many times it happens because the way you do both are different ifs, right? But what if many times we do it, it's a nested if. So we start comparing both put together.
No,
so it becomes
if this particular thing is inside this here, B, and then we can see the nested if, okay? If I write a code, so you have to see this curly braces. So keep focus on this curly braces. So this if is starting here, so curly braces here, and the if is closing here, right? So this is a different if block. Same thing here also. You need to see the curly braces here. So whatever is there inside this particular if block, it will get executed if this thing is true, right? So just focus on this curly braces. Nested if is what? If I just write like this, x dot pages equals to A. And now I am writing this condition inside this one. So first thing is B equals to B plus 1. Now in the same line, you can see the line is same only, right? In the same line, I am writing x dot pages greater than A. And here indentation is there. A equals to x dot pages and B equals to 1. Now I am closing this if block here. I am closing this if block here. Okay. So this is what nested if is. If inside the if, you can see the indentation part. So this is what indentation is. Okay.
To say the line will follow, a straight line, something would help.
Yes. So this is about if, this is about this one. But you can see this particular thing.
So
if inside
or and operator.
Sorry.
He's similarly asking how to differentiate between and or operator.
No, this will not work in the case of or operator. I have taken previous example because this particular condition was not there, right?
We did not see you.
Sorry. Okay, so this thing is clear about nested if and the if 2 different if statement.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
You have to see the indentation part. If is present here inside this, it means that I cannot go to this particular if block unless this is true. If this is true, then only I will check for this condition. But in this case, we have two different if conditions, right? So if even if it is false or true, doesn't matter. We need to check this one only. We need to check both the if block, right? Irrespective of the conditions. So
Sir,
this is
where is
about
the
the
number of
nested if.
pages given?
Number of
Where is
pages.
where is the number of pages given?
So X dot pages, they say number of pages. We are comparing with every books here, right? If you see this
No, that is
example.
true. But you mentioned here 60, 50, etc. These digits. Where are those?
No, it's a sample one.
Example.
Example.
Acha. Okay, okay.
Yeah. To
But
explain
in
this
the exam,
question.
I think they will be giving.
No.
The limits.
No limit.
the
Same
range.
question will be there. No, you have to consider this example. You have to think what will happen if there are two books having same number of maximum pages, right?
Oh,
In that case, this B will get increment. Otherwise, the value of B will be 1.
That in case all the books have different pages, then B will be always remain 1, no?
Then the value of B will be 1. Yes. But here
Sir,
you have
can
to
you
see
please
number
explain
of
the B part?
pages across all books. B part, right?
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
So just look at this particular condition. If I just keep iterate, what I will get? A equals to maximum number of pages, right?
Yes, sir.
Number of pages. But the value of B is 1 every time. But what if I have two books such that having same number of maximum pages? In that case, only this particular condition will become true. Otherwise, this condition will never become true. Okay. The value of B will be B plus 1. There can be book like this also. 50 is there, 60 is there, then we have 50, then we have 50, then we have 60. In the iteration, while going through a while loop, the value of this particular 50 will what? One time, second time. But for the next iteration, this 60 will be greater than 50. So I will update the value of A to 60, B to 1. In the next iteration, again, I am just simply checking this particular condition. 60 is equal to 60 or not, right? So
Yes,
if
sir.
there are two books having the same number of pages, then this only will increment. Otherwise, the value of B will be 1, right? So that's why if you read the option, B will represent number of books with maximum number of pages. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So please go to the solution. We have explained this code, block 1, block 2. What happened?
So can I ask a question? Previous.
Yes.
If you
No,
just change order in terms of your B1, B2, B3, B4, instead of 50, 60, 50, 60, if you just change the value of the last B4 as 60 and B3 as more than anything else, right? The equation is not, I mean, the pseudocode is not giving the same answer.
No, it will give. See, you are saying this is 50, 60, 70, 80, then we have 70 like this, right?
And then, no, the 50, 60, let's say 80 and 60.
80 and 60. Now, in this case, the value of B will be 1 only and the value of A will be 80 only. That's it.
Correct. And now, because next time to increase the B, because we want to find out the books with the maximum number, right? Which is 60, 60 are 2 times. Or do we need to find 80 as a book, one number?
No, books with the maximum number of pages. Na? So 80 is the book with maximum
Okay, so
number
we'll
of
get
pages.
the answer only 1, right? Because there is 180. Got it. Thank you.
But we are not given the data set here, right? We are asking what this code is
I was
doing.
just saying it's true for all values, right? Irrespective of any value.
Sir, what if there 50, 60, 60, 80?
Yeah, you can try 50, 60.
60, 80.
Yeah, in that case, A will be 80 at the last, value of B will be 1. Same number of books with a maximum number of pages only, right?
But maximum is here 60, then we...
So basically maximum will not change. At the
Where
end.
it is 60? It is 80 now only, right?
No, sir, 50,
No, sir. He's
60,
saying,
60.
sir, what he's saying, sir, we have two. What he's saying, sir, we have already got 2 times 60 in the middle, sir. So B will become 2, and then after
B
we
will
have got,
again B will get updated. For example, the value of B is 2 and the value of A is 60. A third iteration. In the fourth iteration, what will happen? It is 80. So 80 is equals to 60. Not correct. Go for if block. 80 is greater than 60. Yes, this is true. We'll update the value of A to 80 and the value of B will get updated to 1 only, right?
okay, got it.
Yeah. So this is the thing. You can try it out. Question number 9. Let's move on to question number 10. Okay, similar type of question, but yeah, let's discuss. Now, the following should have executed using the words data set. What will C represent at the end of execution? Okay. If C is equals to 0, while table 1 has more rows, read the first row from table 1, move to table 2. Okay. Okay. So whenever we are going to deal with words data set in the qualifier exam, Quiz1 exam, remember one important thing is that whenever this type of statement is there, X dot word ends with full stop, it means it is a sentence. Okay. So in the data set, if you see, we have this thing. It was Monday morning. Okay. After morning, I have full stop. So you can remember this particular sentence. It was Monday morning. So this is my one sentence only. And the word data set, we have this in the 4 different lines because each word will represent, right? And the morning ends with full stop. So whenever word ends with full stop, it means it is a sentence. So what we are doing here, table 1 has more rows. Read the first row X in table 1. So first row we have read it. Move X to table 2. I will move to table 2. Now, if X dot word ends with full stop, no, it is not ending with full stop, right? I am not going to do anything with this because this condition is not true. I will go for a next iteration in this case. Again, my first word will be was. Now, move X to table 2. I'm moving this to table 2. So this is basically table 1. I have a few sentences also here. Now, X to table 2. X word ends with full stop. No. Go for a next iteration. We have Monday. Move to table 2. X dot word ends with full stop. No. Go for a next iteration. Now my next word is morning and dot. I will move this to table 2. And here you can see X dot word ends with full stop. It means that I am going to execute this particular thing for morning dot, right? Now C equals to C plus get something. So this is a procedure. So we are going to call this procedure now. And what is the input? Table 2. What is the input for table 2? This particular thing. It was Monday morning, right? So this will get executed for every sentence. Can I say like this? Because if this is true, then only we are going to execute this one. And this is for every sentence. Okay. Now what is happening here? See. Okay. First, let me ask you, any doubt for the first part of the code? Any doubt, anyone?
No,
No,
sir.
sir. I didn't get something.
No, sir. Okay,
Sir, I
great.
don't get it correctly, sir.
Get something.
See, whenever in the words data set, if you come across this particular line, X dot word ends with full stop, it means that it is a sentence, right? And we are going to execute this only when this particular condition is true. So it was Monday morning, all words are shifted to table
Last
2.
2 lines are unable to understand.
This one, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, see, for the first 4 words, we are not enter this particular if block because this condition is not true. It not ending with full stop, was not ending with full stop, Monday not ending with full stop, but morning full stop is there, right? Now this particular condition is true because this particular word ends with full stop. Now we are going to call, then we are going to execute this 2 line. Now what this is doing? C equals to C plus, the value of C is 0, okay, plus get something. Now what is this? We don't know. So we need to go to this particular procedure. Okay, so I will go to this procedure now. Once you have go to this particular procedure, then we have to clear all the rows of table 2. So from this code, what I can say, every sentences we are moving to table 2 and we are calling the function. Okay, this is what I can say from this particular code. Now this thing is clear to everyone. Let's discuss the procedure now. Okay, so what is the procedure? Table 2 has the input. So table 2 has it was Monday morning 4 words. A0. Table 2 has more rows. Read first row, move X to table 3. Okay, so again I am moving this particular word to table 3. Table 2 has more rows. Read the first row Y in table 2. Again,
Sir,
while inside while.
What is table
right?
1, sir? Where is table 1?
Table 1, for example, you have to assume that it was Monday morning. So other words are also there along with the table 1, right? So for that, just go to data set, visit word.pdf file. Okay. So that's why I'm saying practice for this particular word data set. Now what will happen here? Even if you don't know the data set, still you can answer this question. See, get something table 2. So read the first row X in table 2, move X to table 3. While table 2 has more rows, read first row in table 2. So again, we have two while loop here. So again, we are comparing one word with another word. I'm taking first word and comparing the first word with the remaining word. And on what basis I'm comparing? Here you can see. If letter count is not equal, so again, not equal to sign. Okay. This is also not equal. This is also not equal. And this is also not equal. If letter count is not equal to letter count and part of speech is same, then only we are going to increment the value of A. Okay. Otherwise, we are not going to increment the value of A, and this is going to return A. And here, this is basically output of this particular thing will be whatever the value of A it has, right? Now, from this particular thing, what we need to find out C. So C will simply represent this thing, A basically, right? Now tell me, sorry, just a second. Okay. See, this will be true only when this particular condition is true, right? If block. If this is true, then only I can execute this one. Now, when this will become true, letter count is equal, not equal, and part of speech is same. If you understand this much only, just go to the option. That's it. So, number of pairs of word with same part of speech and letter count. Number of pairs of word with same part of speech and letter count. No, here you can see part of speech is same, but letter count is different. So option A is not correct. Go for option B. Number of pairs of word with same part of speech but different letter count. Yes, this can be true, right? Now we'll go for a next sentence. Let's see the other statement also. Number of pairs of word with same part of speech and letter count. No, same letter count is not there. What about D? Number of pairs of word with same part of speech and different letter count that occur in the same sentence. If you observe this particular procedure, we are calling inside this particular if block, and this if block is ensuring that it is a sentence, right? So for each sentence, we are finding out the value of C here. And if my sentence gets over, I am going to clear all the row of table 2. So I'm going to clear table 2 and go for the next iteration. So for every sentence, I'm going to create table 2 and I'm going to call the function. So in this way, I will get the number of words with same part of speech but different letter count in the same sentence. Okay, this will ensure the same sentence. Okay, anyone doubt here? Anyone?
Sir, can you please repeat the last sentence which you have said?
No, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
so,
I had one doubt.
Yeah, so this will ensure that for every sentence we are executing this one, right? So, and what C is doing, it is only finding out the
Sir,
pair.
explain, sir, last sentence where, sir, X dot letter counts in that sentence, not equal to Y.
Yeah. So this
No,
one, right?
sir, the sentence which you are saying.
Yes,
No,
let me complete
sir.
first. Let me
Yes, sir,
complete.
yes, sir.
So inside this while loop, this will get executed only when this is true. And when this will be true, X dot what ends with full stop means it is a sentence. Now inside the sentence, we are seeing, we are calling this particular function. And now what this function is doing, it is checking whether words having the same different letter count and part of speech. So inside this procedure, we are simply finding out the pairs having different letter count but same part of speech. So I have the words. Part of speech, verb equals to verb, noun equals to noun. That we are comparing, right? So, okay, if this thing is true, then we are going to increment the value of A, and that same thing we are going to return. So it means the value of this particular function is A. And this is for inside this if block. It means for a sentence. So this particular condition is for sentences only. So in this way, I will get this particular thing. Number of pairs of words with same part of speech and different letter count that occurs in the same sentence.
Sir, clearly
Any doubt?
understand, sir. No,
Yeah.
sir, clearly understand.
Okay.
Sir, I had one doubt.
Huh?
So I at first also understood that we had to get the value or values per sentence, but then there was the statement C is equals to C plus get something from table 2. So the values from each sentence is actually getting added in C. So that is why I thought that maybe C holds the value for I guess number of such words in the whole paragraph, and I
No,
had
no.
this one doubt.
See, we are calling this procedure for table 2 only. And once we have complete the sentence, we are clearing all rows in table 2, right? So this is my first sentence. It was Monday morning. So I have executed this particular procedure for this particular sentence. Once I have done with this particular procedure, I will go to this particular line. I will remove all the words from the. Please, mute. I will remove all the words from this particular table 2. Then I will go for a next sentence. Again, for a next sentence, I am going to store the words in the table 2. Again, I am going to call the procedure. So for every sentence, I am doing this thing. I am calling this particular function and removing all the rows of that particular sentence. Okay.
Sir, why we clear
Yes,
all the
sir,
rows in
but
table 2?
Because we want to find out a number of sentences. If we don't clear this particular thing, what will happen in the next iteration also, the words will get added in the same table, right? In the table 2, it was Monday morning was already present. But what if we have more words in table 1? That is also moving to table 2, right? So that word will get added into table 2. So we will not get the required thing. In
So it
that
will
case, we
create
will
an
get
infinite loop, son. Infinite
not
loop.
infinite loop. No.
Sir, in this scenario, what is A represents?
A is simply what? Output of get something. So instead of this one, it will return whatever the value of A is there. So what C will represent, same A will represent here. Because it is returning A, right? The output of this particular function is A only. And what is A here? X dot letter count should not be equal and part of speech must be equal. So we are comparing two words such that letter count is different and part of speech is same. So we are incrementing the value of A.
Sir, explain more, sir, part of the speech.
Part of speech means what? This one, right?
Take example, sir. Take examples.
It is in English.
Part of speech is
adverb,
simply verb, noun, like
adjective,
this.
noun.
Pronoun.
For example, it was Monday morning. Yeah. If you just see the words.pdf file, you can see this word is there. It was Monday morning, and along with that, letter count and part of speech is also mentioned.
That
Okay.
in case in table 1 there are more words.
Just tell me.
In case in table 1 there are more words. Not only this morning, late, there are another sentence. Then C will be incremented again and again, no sir?
Injection sodle ka. Injection sodle.
There are more words also, right? In the table 1.
Then C will be incremented again and again, no sir?
No, we are going to clear all the rows in table 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
But even
I
though
have a
clear all the rows in table 2, but C will be in the same, no?
Yes, sir, I had the same doubt that
Yes.
the values will keep being added to C. Suppose if the first sentence gets the output of A as 2, then the next will get 2 and the value of C will be now 4. So it has the value of number of such words from 2 sentences. I had the same doubt for the C part. I only have the issue from that statement that
Yes,
C is
yes.
equals to C plus get something.
Yes, because we have not
Sir, I
declared
just
the
want
value
to
of
ask that. Hello,
C0
sir.
here, right? Yes, that is
Yes,
true.
we
Yeah.
write in while loop C is equals to 0.
Yeah, we
It
have
will
not
be
written here. We should mention here C equals to 0. Then we are going for next iteration. Yes, so this will give me a number of pairs of words satisfying this particular condition that occur in the same sentence. No, that will not be a correct one.
No, that
So
is
in
what
this
my
case,
doubt is. How can it be the number of letter will be the same for every word?
no. Letter count is, for example, it was Monday morning. So it is 2, was is 3, Monday is 6, like this. Okay. So it should not be equal. Part of speech must be same. Yeah,
Sir,
but
I
here,
just want to ask. Hello, sir.
Yes.
So I just want to ask that this whole code is working only on one sentence at once, no?
Yeah. So here we are saying this particular line is for only one sentence, but we are clearing all the rows in table 2, but we are not updating the value of C, right? So the observation is correct. The value of C will keep added for every sentence. Yeah. Yeah,
So,
we
but
need to update this
it will
question.
not
Right.
matter. It will not affect our pseudocode because every time we are just clearing all the rows in from table 2.
Yeah, but for the first iteration, the value of C is 2, then it will keep continuing the same thing over there, right?
Yes.
So C is not getting 0 here, right? Even if we are removing what C will give me, number of pairs of words, different letter count, same part of speech. Yeah. The same sentence will not be the correct one. C represent at the end of execution. Yeah, but if I want, that should be more clear for this particular thing. But even though in that case, the value of C will be not true because we'll consider for last sentence only, because anyway, this is going to get updated, right? So for this one, yeah, code is correct, but we need to update the problem statement.
Yes.
But of course, in the same sentence, no, entire sentence.
I think, sir, here a list will be more suitable because in the list can hold the number of words from each number of such words from each sentence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Number of search word for each sentences. Yeah, that is correct. So we need to update this particular statement. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for observing. Yeah.
Sir, can I
Okay.
get
I think
the difference between and or in your simple words?
okay. I will discuss this afterward. Only 4 questions are remaining. After that, I will discuss. Okay.
So, sir, what will be the right answer of question 10?
D only. Number of pairs of word with same part of speech and network letter count that occurs in the same sentence. Not same sentence, but in the sentences.
But
Sir,
in the
we had
solution, they have explained, I think,
class
sir.
also.
It works.
Sorry?
Statistics also having, sir.
Huh?
Hello, sir.
Yes,
They
this
have
will
explained it in the solution.
Yeah, so it will increment pair of satisfy the condition associated with number
Sir,
of
we
pairs
have
of same part of
statistics class also mock paper discussion.
Yeah, so this class will continue for half an hour. If you want to join stat class, you can join, but this class will get continued. Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
Yeah. So here you can see table to contains more words single sentence. See updating value get something. The procedure again taking the same parameters, all condition, right? So pair of words and satisfy the condition.
Excuse
So
me,
it says number of pairs of words, same sentence. Yeah.
Sir, I have doubt in this question. Sir, suppose we get this question in multi-select, then is the option B correct or not?
No, we'll ensure that this type of question will not be there. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
If it is MCQ, then only option D is correct. Okay. If it is MSQ, then we can say option B and D both can be ambiguous, right? Yeah. Okay. I think this is clear to everyone, but simply you need to see what this particular condition is doing because
Which
there's
of the
only
both options are correct?
if suppose we made MSQ and in that case option B can also be marked as a correct answer because we are not it is storing the again for next iteration also C is getting incremented, right? So it will not give the correct answer for this particular thing. So in that case,
all
we
the
can.
words it will give, not a sentence, entire
Yeah,
paragraph.
yeah.
So
Entire
after the
thing.
first, if we have to reinitialize C to 0.
No, if
After
we
the
do
first if
that,
condition.
we'll not get the C at the last. So what will
But then
happen if
there's
we keep?
condition that every full stop, no? First while condition.
Yeah, the full stop means simply a sentences, right? One sentence we
Yeah,
are considering.
one sentence. So means it's reading every sentence, no? Then again it get C to 0. That's what
No, we are not doing C to 0 here. Going for next while loop. Again, we are adding C whatever from the previous iteration. It will keep get added here,
so that's,
right?
yeah.
Because C is above this while loop.
Oh.
So that's the reason. Okay, she might see.
Actually, sir, it will get the procedure, right? It will get the get something procedure. So it will call the procedure. So it won't happen that way. It will call the procedure from below. So after the sentence is done, if we put C equals to 0, means it will call the procedure from line 17 or so.
Table 2.
Get
Yeah.
something.
Every
So
time
still from the previous iteration, the value of C will be there, na? C plus.
No, sir. What I'm
plus
saying,
is
sir,
there.
once the statement is finished, sir, can we assign the C back to 0, sir, and then we will start again?
No, if we do that C equals to 0, what will happen? You will not get the value of C. You will get for the last sentences, right? Because for every sentence you are going this to 0, right? Then for the last sentence you are getting the number of pairs, right? Not for same sentences. So we cannot initialize to 0. Code is correct, but we need to update the options. Okay. So yeah, this thing is clear. Okay, we'll move on to next question. Okay, question number 11.
In the Sir, I have a doubt that in the qualifier exam there will be negative marking or not?
No negative marking, nothing. Okay, so don't worry about the negative marking. So yeah, let A be the author of who had written the book in the library data set. B is a positive integer. Okay, so A is the author, B is a positive integer. What does procedure do something compute? So we have procedure given to us. So procedure do something taking two inputs A and B. C 1900, D 2022. Okay. While table 1 has more rows, read the first row X in table 1. X dot author equals to A. And year is there. Okay. So for example, I have one author name is there, year is there. A1, A2, A3, A4. Same author is mentioned. Author, okay. Author is here only. So A1, A1, again A2, right? Now, for example, year is 2000, 2002, 1990, 1990, 2010, 2015. Okay. So this is basically one. You don't need to consider A2 also because, for example, if I just say A, so A1 will consider A1 here only, right? So what we are doing here, table 1 has more rows. Read the first row X in table 1. I want to check for A author. So this is A instead of A, let's say it is A1. Okay. Now for A1, I want to check. Read the first row X in table 1. Okay. X dot author equals to A. Yes, that is correct. Then see here you can see nested if is there, right? So this is what you are getting confused, right? So if inside the if, so this is what nested if inside the if. If this particular condition is true, then only we are going to execute this particular thing. Now author equals to A1. Yes, this is equals to A, right? Now X dot year is 2000. So 2000 is greater than C. C is 1900. No, that is not true. Okay, I will go for this particular if 2000 is greater than, less than 2022. Just this is true. So I'm going to update this to 2000. Okay. Now go for a next iteration. Author A2, but no, I want A1 author. I will not go for this. What about this particular iteration A1? Again, yes, A1 is equals to A1. Now this particular condition is true. Now, if this is true, go for this one. But the value of D is what? 2000. And the value of A and the value of C is still 1900 only. Now, whether 1990, that is basically 1990, is greater than, I think this is, wait. Yeah, sorry. Okay, let's start again. So this is A only. This is A only. I'm just writing instead of A only. Okay. So I have 3 A's in the data set. So what is happening now for the first iteration? X dot author equals to A. Yes, that is correct. If this is true, then only we are going to execute this thing. Now X dot year is 2000. 2000 greater than 1900. Yes, this is true. If this is true, we are going to update the value of C to 2000. What about this particular thing? 2000 less than 2022. Yes, this is true. Then we are going to update it to 2000. Okay. So both the value of C and D is 2000 here. Okay. Now go for a next iteration. Now next is A2, but we want A. So this is not true. We are not going to do anything. We are going for a next iteration here again. Right. Now again, if author is A, yes, that is true. But year is 1990 here. So X dot year is 1990, which is greater than C, but the value of C is 2000. This is not true. So we are not going to update anything. We go for if block. Here 1990 is less than 2000. Yes, this is true. So we are going to update it is to 1990. Okay. Then go for a next iteration. Next iteration value of A is this one, this particular thing, 2010. Again, this satisfies the condition A equals to A. But here is what? 2010 greater than 2000 because value of C is still 2000. Now this is true. So I'm going to update this to 2010. Now what about this thing? 2010 is less than D. What's the value of D? 1990. No, that is not true, right? So we are not going to update the value of D. What about A2? A2 is not equals to A, so that's it. After iteration, what I got? C equals to 2010 and D equals to what? 1990. Okay, so this is what I got from this particular thing. So what I can say from C and D? Yes, anyone? Tell me what C and D will represent.
C is latest book.
C is the highest and D is the lowest.
2010.
C is the latest book
C is
and
the
D is the
latest
year
book
of
published.
oldest.
First
1990
book
and
and the last
2010.
book. Here written.
Yeah.
C is the latest book published by the author A, and D is the D is the oldest book
Book of the
published by
author.
the
Oldest
author.
or the first book.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. you are
Same
right.
author after same.
Okay, if this
genre
thing
is
is clear, no,
please.
sorry,
There is no use of
sorry, I'm not getting. This is clear, right? Whatever we have explained. This
Sir, there is no use of B, sir.
Sir, POD.
B, no, I will discuss. I will discuss this line number 14 only. I will discuss after this. So
Okay,
till
sir,
line
that's
number
fine.
14, what we got from the while loop, the value of C is 2010, the value of D is 1990. C basically means it is giving me the year recently published book by the author A, and D is the first book published by the author A, right? This is what I can say. Now what about C minus D? It is greater than this positive integer. Positive
Yes,
integer
sir.
means 1, 2, 3, right? So this is
Yes,
true,
sir.
right? Greater than 1. Now it will return true here. So if this is returning true, then read the options. It will be true if second book of author was published at least B years after the first book was published. No, second book of author was first book was 1990, second book was 2000, right? That is not true. What about option B? If last book of author was published at least B years after the first book was published. Yes, this is true,
Correct.
right? Last book of author was 1990. Sorry, last book of author was 2010 and the first book was 2000. Sorry, last book is 2010 and the first book was 1990, right? So
True,
this will give me the correct one. What about C? Last book of author A was published at least B year. Second last book? No, this is not a second last book.
Sir,
What
but in
about
case
D?
of multiple select, C is also true.
Multiple select means?
Sir, technically C is also true. If the output is true, then the second last book also have some more years than one.
No. See, this particular if condition is after the while loop, right? Once while loop will get exit, then only we are checking for this particular condition. If you observe, right? So this is after the while loop. And once I have gone through the while loop, this particular condition, what happened? Yeah. So this particular conditions will ensure that C will store the latest book, and this particular condition will ensure that this D will store the first book, right? It will not store first, second, last, second, nothing.
Max minimum.
This condition will ensure the highest here and the lowest here, right? Simply we are saying. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Then
options
only
not
we,
understand, sir.
Sir, we will
options.
only come on.
Not understand, sir. Options.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, we will
Last
only
part,
come
sir,
on
please explain.
point 16 when all the loops are completed.
Yeah. So
All
here
the
you can see this while, right? While loop is getting
Yes, sir, I
over
know.
here. So once we have completed the while loop, once we have gone through all the data, then only we can go for line number 15. Okay. Inside
Sir,
the
what
while
does
loop,
B actually represent?
let me discuss. So what this while loop is doing, it is storing the latest book in the C and the first book in D. That's it. We are not storing first, second, last, second, anything. So C will store the latest book and D will store the first book, because here you can see greater symbol, right? And here you can see less than symbol. So here we should be lesser and this particular here should be greater. from the data set, right? Same thing we can say. Now, what about B? Just read the question. B is the positive integer. It means that the difference between these two things should be positive. If this is positive, then it will return true. Okay.
But how do we know what is the value of B, sir? Like,
we don't need to find out the value of B is a positive integer. It means simply that difference of C and D must be positive, greater than 0.
Sir,
Positive integer means greater than 0.
Sir, why you wrote two author? Because there is no any work of second author.
Yeah, I have just written this to discuss this particular condition, right? If this condition is not met, then we are not going to check for anything, right? For example, A2 is not equals to A. Then simply go for the next iteration, right? We don't need to do anything.
Okay.
Right? Now,
Sir,
options, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So in the while loop, we got C and D. So C minus D greater than B will ensure that the difference is positive, right? Now, read the first option. Second book, we are not discuss about the second book here. From while loop, we are getting the first and the last book only.
Last.
Option B, only of last book of author was published at least B years after the first book, right? So last book of authors was basically 2010, right? So it was published after at least B year. So what's the difference of C and D? 20, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what this statement is saying, last book of author was published at least 20 years after the first book was published. This is true. First book was published in 1990 and the last book was published in 2010, right? So at least 20 years after the first book was published.
If we have another year, then there is difference 20 years.
Another
option if we get, if we wrote another option instead of 1919 or other, then also we have get a 20-year difference.
No, you can just change the data accordingly, you will get the answer, but difference will be different, right? If I simply change anything here, if I just mention in 1980, it will be 1980, then 30 years will be there, right? So here we have to see this B particular thing.
Okay.
So the A author equal to A,
Excuse
that
me,
I
sir.
don't know.
But I don't
Sir, in
get-
exam for sir, how many data we have to check, sir? Like sir, in this library, sir, there are 30 cards, sir. For exam, sir, how many
No,
data we
exam
have
you
to
will
check?
not get the data set, only template will give. Template means author is there, yearbook is mentioned there like this only. Okay.
Sir,
Okay,
step
sir.
5.
Huh?
Step 5, can you repeat? Because author is equal to A means checking the author of name.
Yeah, so no, this do something
Please check
procedure.
name
So
of-
whatever the A is mentioned here, we are giving this A as an input. See, A be any author, for example, A1. Now we are checking for only author whose name is A or A1, right? For example, this one A2, A2 is not equals to A, we're not going to do anything, we simply go for the next iteration, that's it. So we are only interested in for this particular author A only. In my library dataset, I have 20 authors, but I am interested in author A only, not remaining one. Okay. So that's why. So from while loop, we are getting the first and last book published.
Only comparing.
Yes, only.
Sir,
what? Yes.
what does value of
So
C,
the data set, the template data set,
what does
this will
value
be
of C
provided
represent?
us as a soft copy or hard copy?
No, no. In the question paper itself, on the screen, you can see. Like first two question will be data set only. After that, it will start the question. Okay. So you need to scroll up
Sir, how many
data set.
questions we have, sir? Sir, how many questions?
Between 12 to 14. Okay. I already mentioned.
How do we know, sir, that C is the first book by author?
C is
the first latest book.
Yeah. So from this while loop, I will get C and will ensure that C will give me the year highest years, basically the latest book, last book published, and
Sir,
this
we
will
have to-
condition will ensure the first book published, so minimum year, right? Even if you don't know the data set from this particular thing, you should be able to find out this greater than symbol means this will store the latest year, less than symbol means the lowest year, right? And the
By
difference
same
between-
author, right?
Sir,
for same author.
What
Here.
if
Yes,
we
yes.
put year in
Yeah,
paging
sir.
order?
So, sir, we storing
Just a
C.
second.
Sir, what if we
1900
put
maximum value,
option
sir.
in increasing
Sir,
order?
in the
What if we have increasing order?
Yes, sir. Year in
Yes,
increasing order.
doesn't matter. It will accordingly execute. Okay. So this will give me the highest. This will give me the lowest. That's it.
Sir, then what is the use of that do something A B, sir? That A B represents what, sir?
So A represent that particular author. For we are checking for A author A only, not for A2, not for A3. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And
For B,
B is a positive integer, any positive integer. For example, we got this 20, or for example 10 or
okay,
anything.
sir, I understood, sir. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Yeah.
So what if
We're only checking if that first book was published at least B years after the first book or not. But for example, if I say B10, now in that case, what will happen here? This will be false, right? Because it is not, sorry, not 10. Difference is what? 20, right?
So if you say that it is 30
Yeah.
or
Let's
something
say
greater
30,
than 20.
30. For example, B is 30. Now in that case, that particular condition is wrong, right? If this is wrong, then we are going to return false. But we want output true. So in that case, B should be at least 20, right? Not 20. After at least
Greater
B
than
here
equal
after
to
the
20,
first.
30.
Yeah, for this case, we are saying yes,
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
Okay, so please try to solve this question. Do one thing, take different example. Take 3 authors, A1, A2, A3, get different years and try to solve this question again and see what you are getting. Okay.
Okay, sir. Both same years, 20,
yeah,
20.
yes, sir.
So you can directly eliminate this option. Second book, no. Second last book, we are not talking where any in the code anywhere about second book, second last book like this, right? So yeah, the only confusion is option B and D, but at least B years before the first book was published. No, it is greater than or equal to symbol. So after first book was published. So B is the correct option here. So I will suggest you first read the question, go to the code and see the option. You can almost eliminate 2 options from every question by reading the question itself. Okay. Okay. So next question, question number 12. The following pseudocode executed score data set at the end of execution A captures number of female students. So we need to capture number of female students who are above average in at least one subject. Condition is number of females, so female must be there, and above average in at least one subject. So we have assumed MPC average marks of mathematics, physics, and chemistry. So I already have the average marks in the respective subjects and above average. So I need to find out above average of this particular thing. So marks must be greater than this one, right? This one. So let's see, the pseudocode may have a mistake. Identify all such mistakes. So in this type of code where you need to identify the errors, read the question very, very carefully and just note it down what you need to find out.
This question.
So here we need to find out the number of female students. So while reading the question in this type of question, I know gender must be equals to female, right? This is there. Who are above average in at least one subject. Average is MPC and its marks must be greater than this particular MPC, right? In at least one subject, any one subject, either maths, physics, or chemistry, right? Now let's read the code here. If you understand the question, you can directly see what is the error here.
And
A0, this is correct. While table 1 has more card, read the first row, check something. Okay, we are going to call this particular procedure here. Check something. We are taking Y as the input, C1, C2, C3 as a input. Now gender equals to F. What we want, female, gender F. This is correct. Mathematics greater than C1, physics greater than C2, chemistry greater than C3. Now is this correct?
No.
Yes.
No.
Why?
No, sir.
Or should be there. Or.
At
At
least
least
one
one is given.
Yeah. If I say I want student above average in all the subject, then this will be true, right? But we want at least one subject, so and must be replaced with or. That's it. So this is the line number 11. We have the error.
The word, sir.
Sorry.
For and what is the word, like at least is for or for and what?
For and means for a female student who's above who got above average mark in all 3 subjects. For and, right? Because this condition will get satisfied for all 3 subjects. But we want at least one subject, So and must be replaced with or. So this is the one error. It will return true, return false, return false. Yeah, then we go for here. So this is returning true. If this is true, then we need to, what about this thing?
A
What
plus
we need to
1.
find out?
A plus 1. Number of
Because we want
Yes,
to
it should
number
be
of
increasing.
number. So we need to count that, right? So a plus 1. So line number 5 is an error. So 5 and 11 we can figure it out. Rest I don't know. Let's see the option. Error in line number 4. Let's see line number 4. No, we are simply calling the function. That's it. No error. Line number 5. Yes, error. Line number 10. What's the error? Line number 10. Gender equals to F. If this is true, then we are checking for this. If this is false, it means it is returning false, right?
True.
Now see, here we have one more thing. This is if-else statement. Now how this will work? If this particular condition is true, then only we are going to execute this thing. If this is false, then we'll directly go for else block. Okay. So if this is true, then execute this thing. If this is false, else we go for this particular thing. And if first condition is true, for example, if this is true, then only we are going for this particular thing. Okay. So this is how if else will work, and this is nested if else. Now here line number 5 is an error. 10 we don't have error. Line number 11, yes, that is an error. We need to replace by or. Okay. What about line number 11? Sorry, 11 only, right? Yeah, 11. E. Yeah, this is true. This is not correct. So B and D are the correct option here. What about E and F? No error. No. Multiple return false in procedure. Check something. Okay. Multiple return false. No. First, we are checking whether they are females or not. If there is no female, if gender is male, simply we want false. That is true. Also, if this particular condition is not met, it means that this thing is not true, not true, not true. In the case of double or, if all things are false, then only entire condition is false, right? Then only we go for else block. It means none of the student got above average marks. So that is also we want, right? False. So only the correct options are, only the errors are P and D, line number 5 and 10, 11, sorry. Any doubt in this question?
In the last
No,
is
sir.
false. Last again
No,
is
sir.
considering false. So
Step 10, sir.
procedure.
Step 10.
Step 19, if you see.
Yes.
So again, it's a false. So it will not return true anytime.
No, see, we have two conditions. First, gender must be female, right?
Yeah, that's right, sir.
So first, if gender is female, then only we are going to execute. But if suppose gender is male, then we don't need to check this thing, right?
But then it will get closed, no? Here.
We simply go to else block, it will return false. That's it.
Yeah.
We don't need to do anything. But
Okay.
what if gender is female? Okay, this is true. And or is there. We want at least one subject. But what if there are some students who didn't get above average mark in any subject? So this is false, this is false, this is also false. So false or false or false is basically false only, right? So it is going to return false also, right?
So excuse me.
Huh?
So in step 10, the gender one, so shouldn't the F for female be in single quotes?
No, this is fine. Single
It's
or
fine,
double
so
quote,
we
both
can,
are fine.
both are fine.
Yeah, both are fine. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So this thing is fine. Anyone, any doubt in this particular question?
Sir,
So while
please repeat it once again, step 11.
No, sir.
step 11,
Yes, repeat it
see,
please once again.
we want above average marks in at least one subject, right? But what this line number 11 is doing, and condition is there. And condition is there. So what this will give me? Above average marks in all the subject. I don't want in all the subject. I want at least one subject. So I need to replace and with or. For example, student got more marks in mathematics than average. So this will be true. I don't care about this thing, this thing, because I want at least one subject, right? It can be mathematics, it can be physics, it can be all three also, but at least one is there, right? So that's why we need to replace and with or. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So that's it from this particular question.
So what
Let's
if
move
there
on
is
to
must to subject?
must.
Must to subject, two of them.
Then we need to update this particular code. Okay.
Sir, out of 12 or 14 question exams, sir, we have to attempt all or there will be options?
Sorry. Can you repeat?
Sir, in exam, out of 12 or 14 questions, whatever you said, sir, we have written all or there will be any option, sir.
No, all questions are mandatory. Okay. So 12 questions for 50 marks. Okay. No negative
Sir,
marking.
give some tips for qualifier, sir.
Huh? Qualifier.
Some tips for qualifier.
Tips for qualifier, just whatever I have discussed. Read the question carefully and see what is the important keyword. Okay. So yeah, tips for practice assignment, graded assignment, mock test. If you solve this thing, 100% you can clear the qualifier. Okay. I already provided the solution for GA also. Just check portal. Read the solution.
Sir,
Now
if
let's discuss question number 3. Huh?
Sir, if the question is wrong, then any negative marks?
No negative marks.
No negative marking. So please go on.
Yeah. So let's discuss the next question now. Following pseudocode executed using the words data set. At the end of execution, A captures number of sentences. Again, read the question. A captures number of sentences. We need to count. We need to increment, right? With at least two nouns that have at most two vowels. So if you understand number of sentences, at least two nouns that have at most two vowels, so both the condition must be true. So number of nouns must be at least two. So greater than or equals to 2, right? What are the vowels will be there? And this at most two vowels. So less than or equals to 2. Now let's see the code. A equals to 0, C equals to 0. Yes, table 1 has more card. Read the first row. Part of speech is noun. Okay, so first we are checking part of speech equals to noun or not, because we want to check for noun. Okay, and count vowel less than or equals to 2. So what is the vowel we want? At most 2. At most 2 means what? Less than or equals to 2. It can be 0, it can be 1, it can be 2, right? At most 2. So this is also correct. I want noun also. But what is this count vowels? We need to check. So here it is a procedure. So we'll call this particular procedure. Now let's see what this particular procedure is doing. We need to count the vowels, right? So I equals to 1, B equals to 0, while I is less than equals to letter count. Okay, if this is true, if ith letter of the word is a vowel, then increment the value of B, increment the value of I. Okay, so simply what we are doing. Okay, now tell me what about this while loop? Yes, you can unmute yourself. Now this while loop will work properly, or any error is there inside the while loop?
So there is an error in line.
Which line?
Line number 21, sir.
What is the error?
Sir, actually in line number 16, the I value is 1. But in 21, they're repeating the same number.
Oh, here I equals to I plus 1, right? So we are
Yes,
incrementing
sir.
the value of I, na?
Sir,
We
in
have to
I-
increment.
Sir,
Sir, in line 18.
like
Yes.
sir, I equals to I plus 1 should be outside the this
Yes.
I think sir,
values.
it is word. It is not the letter.
So this is the outside. We have to keep here. Outside is if
Yes,
block,
sir.
right? Because we want to
23.
iterate for while loop. So it is between 22 and 23. I equals to
Yes,
I plus
sir.
1. Because if we had counted number of vowels, then go for a next iteration. For next iteration, we need to have this particular thing. Okay. Because if, for example, for the first letter count, it is not a vowel. In that case, it will never get an increment because this is inside the if block, right? It will go to infinite loop, right? So we don't want this. The first thing is that this particular increment must be after this if block. So this is one error. If we have fixed this,
So what
if we
I
remove
represent here?
I is just the variable, right? I equals to 1. So we are simply checking the letter count. No, letter count. So for example, was is a word, right? Having letter count 3. So we'll check for every word. So first start from first word. So W is a vowel? No. Go for increment the value of I, right? So here you can see. Suppose I is 1, letter count is 3. First letter is W, but W is not a vowel. So we are not going to do anything with this. Then what to do? We don't have anything to do, right? Because while loop will keep continuing. So that's why we want this I here. I equals to I plus 1. It means even if this particular condition is false, so we'll.
I have a doubt, sir.
Yes.
So when I is equal to 1, so
when it gets calculated, wouldn't it be one extra? Then like the count, I don't know. I'm not.
No, we are not counting it. We are just want to see whether vowel exists or not. So we start from 1, 2, 3. So we are going letter by letter. That's why we are incrementing the value of I. So for first thing, we start from 1. So first letter of the vowel, first letter of the word is vowel. If that is true, then we are going to increment. If it is not true, go for a next iteration. Value of I will be 2. Now in this case, 2 is less than 3. Yes, that is true. Now second letter, I letter means the value of I is 2. So second letter of word is vowel. So A is vowel here, second letter. So we'll increment the value of B.
So
Then
I
go
is
for
I is the number, the. So basically, if it's the first letter, second letter, so it represents that
simply
number.
a variable we are using to iterate for this particular while loop.
Okay, so if the second letter is done, so we look for the third. Hence, second will be always lesser than 3. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah. If second letter is a vowel, go for a next iteration.
Got it.
I will increment for third. So 3 is also greater than 3, right?
Okay,
Sorry, less equal to 3.
you.
Again, we are going to check. But we have only 3 letters. Now here what will happen? I value will be 4. But 4 is not less than or equal to 3, so it will stop iterating. Will exit the while loop.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So while loop must
Can
have
we
exit
start
condition.
I from 0?
No, if you start I from 0, but it depends. You cannot say 0th letter of the word, right? We start first letter, second letter like this, na?
Yes, sir. This was the problem over here. If the I is inside written over here as 21 place, the while loop will never end in this case.
Yes. So this must be present here. So this is one error. So line number 21. So here we got number of vowels. So that is basically less than 2. So this thing is clear. Then we are going to increment the value of C. Okay, that is
please
fine.
summarize this, sir.
Sorry?
Sir, please summarize
Let him
this.
complete first. Let's complete
Yeah.
first. It's not completed yet.
See, we are first checking part of speech is now. Now from this particular procedure, we are finding out number of vowels, right? We have done the correction here. There was one error. So we want this I here like this, right? So from this particular procedure, we got the number of vowels, okay? Which is less than or equal to 2, which we want at most 2. Again, both conditions are true. Then we are going to increment the C, okay? Now, if X dot what ends with full stop. But what is the condition here? What we want? Number of sentences. Up till now, we got nouns and at most 2 vowels. So we got at most 2 vowels, but where is at least 2 nouns? This condition is still pending, right? And also sentences with at least 2 nouns. So here C will give me a number of words with a noun and a vowel less than 2. Now what we are doing? We are going for this particular if block. If X dot what ends with full stop. Now here it is a sentence. In a particular sentence, if the value of C is greater than or equals to 2, it means I can say that a sentence at least 2 nouns are there, okay? Because here only we are checking for a noun condition. Here we are incrementing the value of C. If value of C is greater than 2, it means there are 2 such words at least in the sentence. And then we are incrementing the value of A, okay? So this is what we are doing here. Now, A will give me the number of sentences satisfying this particular condition. At least 2 nouns will get covered here from this particular thing, and at most 2 nouns will get covered from this particular thing. Noun check will get covered from this particular thing. Okay.
But why we are checking the condition of a sentence after the counting the noun and counting the vowels? Is it
so see,
isn't it better? It is not better if we check the condition of a sentence first, and if that condition satisfies, then only we should check the number of nouns and count the vowels.
How we can check condition sentence first? Because a previous word will not be in the loop, right? First we need to find out first we need to check for the word, then only you can check for the sentence, right? So it was Monday morning, right? It was Monday morning. So first we have checking for a statement, then how you can go for again it was Monday morning. It will be repetitive task, right? We can do that also, but we need to write a different code for that. That will not be an optimum, right? Not a correct code.
Sir?
So here, yes.
If at line 7, if the if statement is nested in the above if statement, will that be a wrong code?
See, okay. So if you are saying this particular if is here, right?
Yeah, if it's nested, yeah.
In that case, if
that would mean the same thing, right?
That will also give me the same.
executed.
No,
It
it
will
will
be
give
not
me.
executed until count vowel is less than or
Yes, yes.
But that's what we want, right?
No. See, here this is inside this particular if statement, right? Now this will execute only when this condition is true. For example, we have any word ending with full stop, but that is not a noun. In that case, it will never execute, right? We don't want that, right?
So, but
Are
we
you
want
getting
a
my
number
point?
of sentences with at least 2 nouns, right? So both the conditions have to satisfy, right?
But we want number of sentences at least 2 noun, not number of sentences which ends with noun, right?
So okay, got it. I got it.
So
Yeah,
here
understood.
it will ensure that the part of speech is noun. So
Uh,
ending
uh.
is that word must have a noun, right?
Yeah, got it.
Counts only one noun, right? Where it is checking if there are 2 nouns.
No, here we are
No.
checking now.
I understood
Here
what sir
we
is saying.
are,
I understand, sir. Thank you.
so here we are incrementing the value of C. If this is true, so noun and vowel is less than 2, we are incrementing the value of C. If the value of C is greater than 2, then I can say that particular sentence have the nouns 2, right? Here you can see. We are checking this here.
Okay.
First, we are
It's
finding
repetitive. After checking first noun, we are checking another one same sentence, and then that's how.
So the C is equal to C plus 1 is necessary, and hence, and then only we can go forward, right? Sir?
Yes. So first this will check if this is true, we are going to increment the value of C. Again, we'll check end with full stop or not. No. Again, we go for a next one. Again, the value of, again, the word ends with full stop. Sorry. Again, word is a noun and vowel is at most 2. Then again, we are going to increment this one. Okay. So this is the case. And here we are checking whether that particular noun, so C is greater than 2 or not. It means at least 2 nouns are there or not. At least 2 words are there or not. So first if block is checking. Okay. If I just say what instead of A, what this C is doing here. Tell me what C represent here in this question. What will be the answer?
It's the word.
Should
Forget
be a
about
noun.
everything.
It's a
And
word. It's a word.
it's
Basically,
a word
with
and
noun
A
and
noun which
vowel.
have count vowel.
Vowel
Number
less
of
than equal to
number
2.
of
in a
words,
sentence.
number of words which is noun having
And
count
two.
less than 2, right?
Two,
Having
yeah.
vowels at most 2, right? So
Yes.
number
Yeah,
of
at
words
most.
having part of speech noun and count at most 2, right?
Yes.
So this is
Yes.
what we are getting.
Yes,
Now
sir.
once
So
we
can you
got
can you
yes.
just clarify what Afreen had a doubt now? So can you say what would happen if it was placed inside if it was nested? Like what would happen then?
Okay, I will
Then we
come
are
to that.
making sure that the noun is at the end of the sentence, and we are not adamant about that. We just wanted that the part of if we
Sentence is ending with the sentence ending with full
Yes.
stop. The
The
last word is
the
noun.
noun at the
Yeah.
end of the sentence.
If we
So-
put if here, this will execute only when this condition is true. And this will be true only when the part of speech is noun. But what about the sentence which does not ends with noun? That also we have to consider, right?
Right. So right now the
Yeah.
code only checks for nouns anywhere in the sentence, and if it was inside, it would check if it was a noun which ended with a full stop, right?
Yes. So first we are finding out the number of words having part of speech noun and vowel at most 2. Now, if in a particular word ends with full stop, now here no. The value of C is greater than 2 means there are 2 nouns, like at least 2 nouns is there. C greater than equal to 2 and satisfying this particular condition already. So we are incrementing the value of A. So this will give me the correct one. This one, C equals to 0. Is it true? Is it correct position here? What is the error? We need to find out the error, right?
An error. We don't need that at that place.
And where we need
Sir,
this?
I think line 10 is in.
So we needed to reinitialize it.
Sir, we
back.
need it.
Because we want for sentence, right? Number of sentences. We want to find out number of sentences. Na?
Sir, can you tell me a code for a noun and like
No, first
the number of
we'll discuss about this one. It is required or not? If it is required, then where it is required?
it is required, sir, to reinitialize back to the given condition.
No. For example,
it is required.
Please, sir, move on, sir, the next question.
No.
It should be updated on while. That means it is equals to 0 should be in 11th position.
Yeah, so this should be outside this particular if block. here.
Yes, yes.
C must be equals to 0 here.
Yes.
Because see, what will happen? C will be 0 only when this particular condition is true. But what about a sentence which is not satisfying? Suppose only there are no nouns, so value of C will be 0, right? In that case, because this condition is not get satisfied. Any sentence having don't have any noun, or suppose only one noun is there. In that case, this will not be true. If this is not true, then we need to check for another sentence. Na? In that case, I need to reinitialize this to 0. So C must be present here. Okay. So if I check the option, either in updating C, line number 5, no, this is not the correct one. Line number 9, no. Line number 10, yes, C is a wrong place. So line number C. And then we have line B, line 20, B update wrong place. No, correct place. 21, yes, this is true. Return value is incorrect. No, that is not correct. So only two corrections is required in this particular question. That is basically we need to remove I to here and we need to move this C to 0. Okay. Here.
So can you please explain the C to that next? Just
Sir,
one
why
thing,
is
just a
I
very quick example.
Just a second. C to what?
C to, yeah, just like why is C outside?
Okay, why we require C outside, right?
Yeah, just very quickly. I don't want to take time.
See, our condition is that number of sentence at least 2 noun, right? At least 2 noun. For example, in any sentence, I have only 1 noun. In that case, value of C will be 1 only, right? So 1 is greater than 2. This is false. If this is false, then we are going, what we need to do, we're going for next while loop. But in that case, the value of C will be taken carry forward, right? For the next sentence also.
The 1 will be taken forward.
Yeah, I don't want that. For every sentence, I need to count. And for every sentence, I need to reinitialize
You mean
this.
to say that because we need to find the second noun also. Otherwise, you not take it up, right? It will
No, not second noun.
Yeah, so basically,
every
if
sentence.
it goes to the next
Suppose
word,
he finds a
C
first
would be
noun,
1.
so it will not find a second noun, no, because it will initialize to 0 again in this loop itself.
No, for
I
example,
want to ask the same thing. How we are keeping the count at the end of the whole iteration? How we are keeping the count then?
here
Is
only
every...
A only, na. What we want A only, na.
Okay.
So basically, what you're saying is, if C becomes 1, so the next word it would by default be 1. So if just the next word had only one noun, sorry, yeah. So basically, if the next word requires a minimum of at least 2, तो एक already हो गया ना, तो सिर्फ एक पे वो validate हो जाएगा और वो गलत हो जाएगा.
Right. See,
If
for
inside the
example,
loop, then other sentence is not.
See. For example, we have 2 sentences. In the first sentence, we have only 1 noun. If in the first sentence we have only 1 noun, it means this is false, right? If this is false, we have not updated the value of C to 0. When I check for sentence 2, the value of C equals to 1 will get carry forward here again. So it will increment not from 0, it will start 1 plus 1, right? In the sentence 2, even if there is only 1 noun is there, but from the previous sentence, 1 is already present, so it will take me 2, right? That will give me the not the required output, right? So that's why C must be 0. If this is true, words ending with full stop, a sentence ending with full stop, I have reinitialized C to 0. Then for next sentence, again I'm counting C from 0, right?
Yes, sir. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Sir, in the earlier thing that you explained just right now, that if C is over here inside, sir, in that case, value 1 is getting carry forward to up also, sir.
Yes,
sir,
yes.
Suppose that is true, everything is true over there. Can we make a statement that at the last it will just count the number of nouns in the whole data set?
Number of nouns in the entire data set.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but provided that in any sentences, this condition is not satisfied. Okay, suppose we have 5 sentences, in first 3 sentences we have 1, 1, 1, but in 5th sentence we have 3 nouns. In that case, this will be true, right? Again, the value of C will be 0 then, right?
Yes.
We cannot say that. Provided that every sentence have at least, not 2 noun, only 1 noun, then we can say, okay, number of nouns. But this is not a correct code for that.
The pseudo code will not work in that case.
Yeah. So this should be there. So that's it from this particular code. Please try to solve this again. We'll go to our next question. That is last question. Question number 14. Yeah. The following pseudocode is executed in the source data set. Okay. C captures number of pairs. Okay. So remember, point pairs means what? I want to compare one book with another book, that is pair. I want to compare one student with another student, that is basically a pair. So in that case, I need to use while loop only, nested while loop only, because I'm comparing one student with every student, right? Again, I'm comparing next student with every student, so that I will get some pair based on some condition. Now, what is the condition here? C captures number of pairs of students who have same date of birth. So date of birth must be equals to date of birth, right? X here or Y, any variable. Or same city. We have or, again city must be equals to city. Okay, but different gender. But different gender means what? Gender must be different. Gender is not equals to this particular gender. Okay. So I want two students such that date of birth is same or they belong to same city, but gender must be different. Okay. Now, if this particular condition is clear to everyone, now we need to check for code. So we want C here. Okay. So C is 0. Table 1 has more rows. Read the first row. Move X to table 2. Table 1 has more rows. Okay. First row. Okay. So this condition is clear, right? What we want to find out, date of birth same or city same, but gender must be different, right? This is or, and when I say but, this must be present and, right?
But sir, city may or may not be same, na?
That is what, city may not be same, but gender is sorry, date of birth is same, but city is different, but gender is different. Still, I want to count that, right?
Okay, so I get it. Get it.
Yeah. Let's see. First option, date of birth is same. Okay, I'm incrementing the value of C. Okay. If gender is not equal to gender and city town equals to city town, again we are counting the value of C. Now, is it correct?
Or
What will happen in this case? Because we want date of birth or city must be same. What if this particular thing, date of birth is not same, but city is same, right?
Double count.
And gender is also, no, double count.
It will be double.
Yeah, double count, date of birth also. We're counting same thing again. Both are true means we are counting it double. Yeah, double count will be there, right? What about option number B? Date of birth is same, we are increment, okay. But if date of birth is not same, because else block is there, right? Here we don't have any else block. Here both if statement will execute. Here, if this is false, then only we go for this particular thing. Now, date of birth is same, then we are simply counting. Right? So, student who have same date of birth or same city town but different gender, right? So, first, if it is from same, date of birth is same, we are counting. But date of birth is not same. Then we are checking for gender is not same and then city is same. So, this is what we want, right?
No.
Why no?
So are we calculating for the people who have the same date of birth but different gender?
No, same date of birth or same city but different gender.
But that is together. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So date of birth or same city but different gender. Okay.
In that case, whose date of birth is not equal, then if the city is equal, then also it is counted.
But the gender should be different.
The gender is different, na, here.
Here it is reverse.
But in this case, date of birth may not be equal. But if gender is not equal to or city is equal, then also it counted.
See, what we want, date of birth must be equal. Okay. Or what is
gender.
Just a second.
Or gender.
Date of birth must be same or city must be same, but
different gender.
Gender must not be same. Gender must be different. Okay.
Yes.
Now here you can see, if this is true, we don't need to check for this one, right? Because date of birth is same. That's it.
Yes, sir.
And the value of C. But if date of birth is not same, then
Okay.
city must be same and but different gender should be there. So we are checking for this also, right? Date of birth is not same, then we'll go for else block. And then we are incrementing. So this is correct. Option B is correct here. Okay.
So what is double count?
Double count. In the option number A, what is happening? For example, student having same date of birth also and same city also. Now in that case, what will happen? And gender is different. So value of C will get increment, and here also getting increment, right? For the same pair of student, it is incrementing twice. We don't want that.
Sir, sir, if date of birth matches, sir, become equal, then sir, we will not execute, sir, below the statement, sir, from line 4, sir.
Yeah, if this is equal, then if this is true, then simply we are going to increment that set. We are not going to do anything with this.
But sir, we have to also check for, sir, that
The gender
gender,
might
sir.
be
Gender,
No,
sir.
no.
We are unable
No,
to
we
no.
will
find.
check gender if the city is same.
City is same. See, read the question. Date of birth or the same city but different gender, right? Date of birth must be same or city must be same and different gender.
Yeah, yeah.
Clear? So either date of birth must be same, or if they are from same city but their gender must be different. Okay.
So what,
option
sir? Initially, sir, I thought about this question, sir. First, we will select, check the gender, and then we will start with a if condition that the date of birth. We'll compare the date of birth of both the students, and we will attach it with a or, and then we will compare the city.
No, no, we have not mentioned that, right? So
Yeah,
all
I
same
get.
city down but different.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I got it wrong
So,
initially.
let's see for option number C. Date of birth is same. Now see, this is nested if, right? Now, if this is true, then only we are going to check for this particular thing. What if this thing is not true? That's it. We are not going to do anything, right? But we want to check for other option also, na? When city is same and gender is not different. So we are not taking that particular thing here. So this will not be a correct one. Okay.
D.
Now what about D? Date of birth is same, okay, or gender is not same and city is same. Then only we are going to increment. Yes, this is true, right?
This is also true.
Yeah.
Sir,
This is
but
true,
how?
right?
Aren't we double counting in the D option? Because what if it's
But there is
satisfied?
odd condition.
So yeah, if both are true, that is also fine. We are incrementing only once, but in the option A, we are
So
incrementing twice.
incrementing is once. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
In option A,
Sir,
we are incrementing twice. Yeah.
Sir, if we create a truth table of this option D, sir, it will. I was not able to, form a table out of this. True and true, it will be true. But sir, is there any option where this condition will become a false, sir?
This condition will become false, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
This will happen when date of birth is not same and gender is same.
But the gender is same.
Okay. Or if they are from not same city. Date of birth is not same, so it is false, or gender is same, so false. And even if this is true, so false and true is basically false only, right? And false
Yes,
or false, false, right?
Yes,
Excuse
yes.
me, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
So why
Sir,
we
will
ended
the
up
standard of the
having this
paper
condition
which will be
of
asked?
D as true?
Just one by one. Why we have ended up? Yes, go ahead.
Having this condition in the option D as true. I mean, I can see that A was not correct, but shouldn't it be also considered as a correct option? Option A.
No, no. Here what is happening? If both the conditions are true, if this is also true and this is also true, the value of C is incrementing 1 only. So value of C is for 0. So 0 plus 1, 1 only. But in option A, what is happening? If this is
It
true,
will
the value of
increment
C will
twice.
be 1. Again, this is true, value of C will be 2 in this case, right? We don't want this.
So you mean to say that the gender and city town have to be compared together? But I see I'm getting confused, sir. Can you just again tell
This
what
is what
exactly is
we
happening?
have to do. Same date of birth, either same date of birth or same city but from different gender. Okay. So option D will be more suitable to explain. I want this thing, or gender should not be equal and city must be same. Okay.
Sir, the bracket you have mentioned over here, can't this bracket be taken with the or condition? I mean, the two condition for or together and the and is different.
No, that is different one. That is different one. If you say this one thing, right?
Yes, sir.
No, this will give me different. What this will give me? Either from same date of birth or gender should not be equal and then city must be same. So this will not give me the required one.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, will the standard of the qualifier exam same as the mock test or no?
Yeah, same only. Just go through PHEA mock test. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
any
but
other doubt?
the
Sir,
standard
can
I
you
have a doubt.
repeat
Hello, sir.
question number 11 once again?
Just a second.
So I
First
have a doubt
question
in
number
14.
12. Any doubt?
Sir,
I have,
number 14.
yes,
can I
sir. In
find mock
14,
test?
14.
Yes, tell me.
So in option D, so can you please? So in option D, there is in or condition, if the gender is same or the date of birth is also same, then the option D is also correct. Now, but the condition is the gender is not same.
No, no. This is bracket. You can see the bracket. This is one condition. This is complete one condition, right? The gender is not same. That's it. Gender is not same and city must be same. Then only it is true, right?
So, but the gender is same and date of birth is also same. Then the option D
Then
is
also
also correct.
then also increment. No, yeah, that's what we want. No, read the question. No,
But
that's
we
what
want
we want.
gender.
Now we will have to go. Sorry,
No, no.
Question, sir. Question.
Same
According
date
to the
of
question.
birth or same city but from different gender. So date of birth must be same. Then we are going to increment. If date of birth is not same. Then it should be from same city but different gender. Okay.
What is PHEA, sir? You tell now, yes.
Or
Sir,
and
my,
same.
sir, my question is there any, there is no question come from formula like n into n minus 1 by 2?
I don't know about that.
Sir, because in this mock test, there is no any question of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sir, question number 11, can you once again repeat, please?
Okay. Any doubt in question number 14? No, right?
Sir, can
My
you explain the
question two,
equal
sir. Question
statement,
two.
please?
Sorry, question number 14 only. You have any doubt?
Question number 2, sir.
Okay, wait. Question number 11 first.
Sir,
I already discussed, but what is your doubt? Yeah, after this I will take. Yes, you can just raise your hand. I will go one by one. Okay. So yeah, question number 11. Who said?
Yes, sir.
Any
Question
doubt?
number 11.
Tell me. What is your doubt?
If x year less than d equal to x year, that means
If this particular thing. What is your doubt? Can you tell me? If I missed that part. Hello? I'm not able to hear you properly. Okay.
Question number 2.
Question number 2. I'm not able to hear it properly. Question number 2, yes. Okay, I already discussed this now. What is your
Yes,
doubt?
sir,
Tell me.
let us discuss this.
What is your
Question
doubt?
number 2.
Tell me.
I don't. Your screen is not looking on question number 2, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I get. Sir, my question is why invalid expression? How we calculate invalid expression?
Invalid expression means what? It is not giving us anything. For example, A. So this is basically true. Sorry, 2 greater than 3. This is false. Or this thing is there, but this comparison operator, right? But 2 equals to 2 what? Nothing. It will not give me anything. Because simply I'm assigning the value of 2 equals to 2. That's it. So we are not comparing the value, right?
Sir, if
so
there
this is false.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if this is thing is there, now this is basically true. And true and this is false. So true and false will give me false. Okay. So
sir, why
or
sir,
and will work on comparison operator. Okay. Both the condition must be true. Sorry for or. Sorry for and. Yeah.
Single code represents digit within
Sir,
single
if
quotes.
there is double equal to, then
Double equal to means we are checking comparison operator. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Double
whether
equal to
checking.
one.
Yeah, A equals to 2 means value of A is 2. And when I say A equal to 2 means we are checking whether the value of A is 2 or not. Here the value of A is 2, but here we are checking whether the value of A is 2 or not. So it will give me either true or false as the output, right? Same thing here. Okay. Yeah,
Sir,
who said about quotation?
Sir,
I am having doubt in
mock test.
Okay, any doubt in mock test? Anyone? Which question? I have explained all questions.
Sir, where can I find this mock test file, sir?
Portal only. We have released the mock test. I will release the solution just now. Just a second. I will release the solution. Okay.
Sir, what digit in single quote represents?
Sorry.
Digits in single quotes.
Thank you,
what
sir.
does it represent?
Single quotes.
Yes, sir.
So when I represent anything inside single quote A or 2, that is basically a string.
String of
2 only is an integer. Okay, I cannot add integer and string. So different data type I cannot add. When I say 2 plus 2, it will be 4. When I say both 2 are string, then I can say it is 2 2. Okay.
Sir, double
Sir,
code.
what if
Can you
double
please
code?
explain in
graded
double code?
Double code also same thing. Same thing. Okay.
Sir, I have
String
doubt in
only.
graded assignment week 4, so.
Okay, I have discussed all the questions of mock test, so you can watch this session, and I will also provide this PDF. Okay, so that's it from this mock test. I will take assignment down.
So now
Graded
please check my
assignment
doubt. Graded
week 4.
assignment week 2, sir.
Sir,
Graded assignment week.
sir, I have
Graded
a
assignment
doubt
week
from the
4,
week
sir.
4 graded assignment.
I have week 4
Sir, I have a
graded.
doubt in week 4 graded assignment. Same here, sir.
Week 4 as well.
So if you can enable the chat, I can put that question of the week 4 graded assignment in the chat so that I would be able to ask my doubt. Sir, I have doubt in question 5.
Yeah.
Week 4
So
graded
first I
assignment.
will go one by one. So Mishti Jaiswal, which question?
So
Yes, sir,
sir,
just
is the
give
class
me a
is the
5 to
class
2
over,
minutes.
sir?
I'll
Can I?
just post it on the chat.
Yes, sir.
Sir, is the
Suresh
class over?
Babu. Yes,
Sir, is
I
the
am
class
done with
over?
Yes,
this
sir.
part.
Question
I will
number
just take the
7.
doubts now. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Thank you,
please
sir.
able the chat first.
Okay.
graded assignment week 2.
So okay, I will go one by one. First, week 1, any doubt? No. Week 2, any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Assignment. Okay. Week 2, which doubt? Which question?
Right. So week 2 graded assignment question number 6.
Week 2
Just
grade
post the
assignment.
question in the chat box, bro.
Okay. Just a second. Just a second. Just a second.
So graded assignment is different for everyone, sir. So
No, it
can
is
be
not
possible
different.
that
Same for everyone.
no, it's still.
Sequence may be different. Let me
Excuse me, sir. I've posted the question in the chat.
just a second. Yeah.
Question number 6.
Graded assignment solution. Can you check? Do you have access to this particular folder? I'm pasting a link in the chat.
So please repeat.
Can you see the? Do you have the access to this particular folder? Can you see, everyone? All the solutions are mentioned for graded assignment. I will also.
So week 4 graded assignment solution is not uploaded on the portal.
Uploaded. Just check this particular folder. Whatever I have just pasted in the link just now.
Sir, did you get that question?
I will add this particular link on the portal itself. Inside the supplementary content, you can see this link. Okay.
Sir, what will happen if you
Sir,
fail
I
to?
posted a question in the chat box. Can you
Yes,
just
I am
open
going.
it, please?
I am going that only. So question number 7, right? Yeah. Let me share my
Yes, sir.
screen.
Week 4 graded assignment question number 7.
Yeah. So this in this question, yeah.
Sir, I have a doubt that I had marked the third option, that is line 17, incorrect initialization of vowel count. Here the initialization is given to be 1, but it should be 0 now.
Yes. So in this question, even if you initialize the vowel count with 1, you will get the final answer same only. Read the question. What do we want? Yeah. Number
So
of.
answer we will get the same, but it's not ethically right to not to write this because vowel count is actually counting the number of vowels.
Yes.
And here, every time we are going to count the number of vowels, it will be extra by 1 now.
Yes.
So it's not
That is
ethically
correct.
correct to write this one.
This is not correct. So that's why we are giving marks to everyone for this question. So question number 5 and question number 7 of week 4 grade assignment, marks will be given to everyone.
So will it show in the portal or not?
Yes. The portal will marks will get updated. Don't worry. Yeah. By Monday or Tuesday, it will get updated.
And so the next
Question number 5 and question number
next
7.
one
Okay.
will be a CBT test, that is computer based test.
Computer based on the TCS center you have to go. Same thing. Yeah.
It will be a computer based test, right?
Yes,
do
sir.
we have
Computer-based
passing
test.
marking for the multiple choice questions, multiple answer questions?
Sir, week 2 graded assignment.
Just a
Sir,
second.
sir, just a second. I have same question in. I have doubt in same question. 7 question.
No, no. Week 4. See, week 4, question number 5 and question number 7, marks will be given to everyone. Okay.
No, sir, it's not about mark. It's just about understanding. Could you please
Okay. Yeah.
open?
Tell me.
What are the correct answers?
Yeah, sir. Could you please
See,
open? Could you please
question
show
number
the
7
question?
is correct. Only thing is that instead of I, if it is 0, it will give me the correct answer. But even if it is I, vowel count is 1, still it will give me the correct answer. Because see, you are simply counting vowel count equals to vowel plus 1. For example, I have 3 vowels. So when I initialize the vowel count with 1, the output will be 4. But when I initialize the value count with 0, output will be 3 for the count vowel, right? But anyway, in the line number, what line number 7, what line number 8, what we are checking?
8. Yes.
Line number 8, what we are checking, V count equals to V count or not. But anyway, either initialize 0 or 1, this will be true. Okay, 3 equals to 3 or 4 equals to 4, doesn't matter, number doesn't matter, but this condition will be true. So
Yes,
it will
sir.
give the correct output.
Yes,
But
sir.
yeah,
I understand that. But my doubt is if the word contain the dot or any extra special letter, in that case, we are counting only count of this one vowels.
no, yeah.
At that
So
in that condition, the consonant will not be same because we have extra character, that is maybe a full stop or exclamatory mark, that kind of
no.
thing.
See, in this particular question based on data set, so there is no
Mhm.
special character inside the words. When I say words end with full stop, that is basically a sentence, right? So even we are not considering that full stop. Even the word having the full stop, we are not going to consider that, okay? Unless we specify X dot word ends with full stop, okay?
So that
So
in,
we
so in that case,
get the mark for this this
Yeah, for
question,
this
right?
question you will get, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, so in that case, in that scenario that as I'm stating that, so the line number 8, the option B is also correct now. Incorrect condition to update count as the number of consonant are not being compared.
No, number of consonants are being compared. Number of vowels are there, na?
So we are only counting the vowels and we are not avoiding the
That is true, na
special
then.
character.
Line number 8 is correct, na then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only thing is that
Please explain.
17, if we start from vowel count 1, if there are 3 vowels, the output will be 4 because starting from 1. If I say
Yes.
vowel count equals to 0, answer will be 3. But anyway, at line number 8, it will be same only, right? So
yes,
there will be no mistake in the code if we consider final output, but we have considered this request also that vowel count should start from 0 generally. So we are giving marks to everyone for this question.
Sir, so
Thank
please
you, sir.
explain graded assignment to the week 2 graded
Sir,
assignment.
that I initialization
Just a
is
second.
correct. Sir, I mean,
Yes, that is
Sir,
correct.
week 2
Initialization is
graded
correct.
assignment.
Week 2, which question?
Sir, question number 6.
Question number 6, weeks 2. Okay. Have you checked the access to this particular folder? Because I have already uploaded the notes solution. You can go to that
Sir,
also. But
sir, can you better if you please explain me one time?
question number 6, na? Just a
Yes, sir.
second. Week 2, question number 6. Stop sharing. Any other doubt from week 2 grade assignment? Anyone?
It's a general question. Actually, is the template only given for the data sets? No, will be there more data including with that? I mean, like cases and observation will be there, or only it's a template only you can able to.
Okay, I will show the template also how it will in the exam. Okay,
Yes.
Let me share my screen. First, I will show the template, and I will discuss the.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because in the data sets, usually we are checking all the data and how it works, but how they are giving, so I don't know.
Template, na? See, can you see my screen? So this is one image. So this will be given in the exam. Scores, template, words, template, library template. Right? Please mute. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you able to see my screen? Yeah.
Yes.
So here you can see this image will be given in the exam. Scores template is there, words library, and we have one more. I guess what happened? Yeah. This one, Olympics and this shopping bill dataset like this. So these 2 images will be there in your paper. You can refer to that. Yeah.
So just whatever the compliances is supposed to go through, this is enough, right?
Yes, that will be enough to solve the question.
Okay.
Yeah, this template.
Sir, now please explain that question.
Question number 2. Okay.
6.
Yeah, question number 6. That's what happened. Mhm. Okay, just a second.
Sir, actually, there's a tutorial for all the graded assignment. There will be weekly tutorial videos, and if there is more tutorial videos, it will be more helpful, sir, to understand how the loop works and how the procedure works. But there are less tutorials videos only. Where can I find more?
No, every live session we have discussed this thing, so you can join.
Yeah, but the lecture even that is not like this much. The live session is having certain this one only, but there is weekly tutorial more, so you can find more, sir.
Yeah, okay. We'll take that. Question number 6, right?
Yes.
Or 5? 6 or 5?
6.
Yeah. Okay, I
Yes,
already
sir.
explained. Yeah. Yes, tell me your doubt.
Sir, I'm not able to get that Chennai answer because at last I'm getting it very low.
Sorry, can you speak louder?
Sir, I'm not getting the answer Chennai because while solving I got the answer Vellore at last.
See, in the question we have mentioned that it is not given, but if you see the portal, consider the same sequence in the data set, right? What is given in the data set? If you go to a score data set, out of all the cities, Chennai is the first one. So arrange all the cards in pile 1. Okay, A, B, C, D, Y initialized to 0, except Y is initialized to 100. Maintain variable X initialized to none. Pile 1 is empty, then stop the iteration. Okay. So what is the first condition? City equals to Chennai. If you see a scores data set, my first city is Chennai out of these 4 cities. Okay, not Bangalore, not Madurai, not Vellore. First city is Chennai. So when my city is Chennai, what I am doing? Incrementing A, right? What's the value of A here? 1.
1.
Now A is less than Y. What's the value of Y? 100, right? So 1 is less than 100. That is true, right? Then we are going to store A in Y. Means Y equals to A.
Okay.
So value of Y is what? 1.
A. 1.
A means 1 only, right? Here.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And the Chennai is X. And the value of X is what? Chennai.
Chennai.
Now if you go for a next iteration, again next city is Chennai only. So in that case, the value of A will be 2, right?
2. Yes, sir.
And here, whether A is less than 2, so A value of A is 2, the value of Y is 1. Is it true?
No.
No. So that's it. So value of Y at the first iteration at step number 6, 1 only. So this condition will never get true. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So value of X will be Chennai only in the step number 6 only. Even if this is true, this is true, this is true, but this condition will never become true. So we are not going to update the value of Y and we are not going to store any city in the X, right?
Yes, sir.
Because 1 is not less than 1, right? In any of the cases. Yeah. So that's why answer is Chennai.
Yes.
So I think I have mentioned here also. So X will be in Chennai. You can just go to the solution. Okay. Any other doubt in week 2, week 3 graded assignment? Okay. Week 3 graded practice. Yes, Mayanta Singh. Then Mishti as well. Mayanta Singh. Anyone? Any doubt? I am unmuting everyone.
Yes, sir.
Any
So
doubt?
do we have
Anjana
quiz one
Tiwari.
in the CBT mode, that is computer-based test?
Computer-based test, yeah, question will be displayed on your screen. For example, this question will be displayed on your screen and you need to mark a correct option here, right? Computer test only. On the
Can you
left,
please tell what will be the level of questions?
level I am saying PA, GA and mock test. So you have 4 PA, 4 GA and mock test. If you solve this, 100% you can clear qualifier.
Sir, in GA and PA, I'm solving. I got so much of tedious questions and long questions, and the calculation was so tedious. That's why I'm asking.
So all the PA/GA question which require data set to solve. For example, find out the value of A, find out the value of B based on data set. That type of question will not be there. Okay.
Sir, please
Simply
repeat this one data type.
like few question
you
in few questions in practice and grade assignment, you require to find out the value of A, B, right? If you see
Yes.
practice assignment, my first question is ABC, which require data set, right?
Okay.
So that type of question will not be there in the quiz. Data set template is required. So whatever we have solved in the mock test, if you observe, in none of the question we require data, right? That type of questions only. So mock will be a better one. Yeah.
And sir, calculation was going to be easy or
No,
we have to
calculation is easy
something?
only. So read the
Okay,
question
sir.
carefully. That's what I am saying. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes,
Good evening,
anyone?
sir.
Huh?
Sir, I got doubt in
Sir,
graded
there
assignment
was a
week.
question in one of the assignments that by looking at the score data set, we had to increment variable A if total marks of a student was greater than 250, and we had to increment variable B.
So that type of
total marks
question will
was
not be
less
there
than
in the
250.
quizzes. Yeah, yeah.
But sir, in general case, if such question occurs, so sir, which of these two variables will be incremented for a total score of 250?
You don't need to do anything. See, for example, value of A is greater than, sorry, not equals to 250, right? And we need to increment B when it is less than 250. Now you are saying about what about A equals to 250, right?
Yes,
this
sir.
is also false. This is also false. You don't need to do anything for that particular record. Simply skip that part. That's it.
Okay, sir. Okay.
If you see week 1, practice assignment question number 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this type of question will not be there in the quizzes because it requires data set, right? To find out the value of AB. So that type of question will not be there.
Okay, sir. One more
Sir.
question.
Partial marking for multi-correct answer question.
Multi?
We have partial marking for the multi-correct answer questions. I mean,
Yes, MSQ.
answer-
If MSQ is there, and so suppose I have 4 options. Out of 4 options, 2 and 4 is correct. If you mark only fourth one, so you will get partial marking. For example, 4 marks is there, so you will get 2 marks. If you answer both the correctly, you will get full marks. But if you answer even one option which is wrong as a correct option, you will get 0 marks. Okay. Even if you mark 2, 4, and 3, so you mark 3 as a correct one, so you will get 0 marks. So wrong option should not be there. Yeah. Yes, anyone?
Sir, in the hall ticket, I think we have 2 pages in the hall ticket. So do we have to take out the printout of both the pages?
That I don't know, but better to take the printout, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's it from my side. All the best for your qualifier.
Sir, I have a doubt in graded assignment week 4.
Week 4, question number
8.
Question number 8.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a second. So paper is easy only. Don't worry, just solve all practice G and mock test. That's it. Question number 8. My screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, question number 8. Yes. 8 and 9. Yeah, tell me. What's your doubt?
I don't get the procedure point.
Procedure, max subject. This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we are doing here, okay, if this is true, yeah. So we are calling this procedure at this particular line number 4, right? Now what we are doing, we are taking one subject. For example, not subject, what we are taking X. We are taking first row. If you see this course data set, we have 3 subjects, mathematics, physics, and chemistry, right? And marks is given to us. Now what we are doing, for example, out of 100, I have this 90, 80, and for example, 95. What we are checking, physics marks is greater than mathematics marks. Yes, this is true. And physics marks is greater than chemistry marks. It means that physics marks is greater than mathematics marks also, chemistry also. So we are going to return physics, right?
Yeah.
So otherwise, if physics marks is greater than mathematics marks and physics marks is less than the chemistry marks in this particular case, then we are going to return chemistry. Okay.
Yes.
And what if this first condition is false? If physics marks is not greater than mathematics marks, then we are going for else block here. Okay. So what this particular will return? If suppose physics marks is greater among all the 3, it will return physics. If physics marks is greater, but it is less than the chemistry marks, so in that case, it will return chemistry. Otherwise, it will go for else block. If mathematics marks is greater than chemistry marks, it will return mathematics. Else, it will return chemistry. Now, see here, when this will return chemistry, first thing is that this condition must be false. It means that physics marks is greater than mathematics marks. That is false. Then we'll execute this one. And mathematics marks is greater than chemistry marks, right? Because this condition I want to become false. Then only this chemistry will return. So what you can say from this? Physics marks is less than mathematics marks, and mathematics is greater than chemistry marks. So it will return physics. So what we are doing here? Okay, so this question is okay. Yeah, so simply we are checking if this condition is true, it will return physics. If not, it will return chemistry. Simply if else block here. You have any specific doubt in this question?
Sir, go 8.
Huh? Sorry, you are not audible.
Hello.
Hello, yes, tell me.
सर फिर फिजिक्स और मैथमेटिक्स में 90 प्लस मार्क्स अगर आ रहे हैं तो फिजिक्स क्लब तो ज्वाइन कर सकता है ना स्टूडेंट?
Okay, so here it is question. Club can get 92 marks in physics but not in physics. फिर से बोलो क्या बोल रहे थे फिजिक्स में?
फिजिक्स में अगर 92 मार्क्स आते हैं तो फिजिक्स में तो फिजिक्स क्लब ज्वाइन करने के लिए 90 प्लस मार्क्स चाहिए।
नहीं, फिजिक्स क्लब ज्वाइन करने के लिए सबसे ज्यादा मार्क्स फिजिक्स में होना चाहिए। जरूर नहीं है कि 92 90 चाहिए, हो सकता है कि केमिस्ट्री में 94 हो। इन दैट केस एक स्टेटमेंट गलत हो जाएगा, राइट?
यस सर।
हाँ
ओके सर, तो यही मेरे मैथ्स सब्जेक्ट समझ में नहीं आ रहा था इसलिए।
हाँ ओके, इसको बस फॉलो करो इफ कंडीशन को, क्या हो रहा है। इफ दिस इज ट्रू देन ओनली वी आर गोइंग टू एग्जीक्यूट दिस वन। अगर फॉल्स है तो एल्स पे जाएंगे, अगर ये फॉल्स है तो इस पे जाएंगे। ओके
सर, तो जो रिटर्न आ रहा है वही क्लब ज्वाइन कर सकता है, मतलब वही केस चाहिए?
नहीं नहीं, रिटर्न आ रहा है तो अपने सब्जेक्ट का जो जो कुछ भी रिटर्न करेगा ये वाला कोड, फॉर एग्जांपल केमिस्ट्री, सो इंस्टेड ऑफ सब्जेक्ट इट विल बी केमिस्ट्री हियर, राइट ना। अगर सब्जेक्ट का केमिस्ट्री है, तुमको ये चेक करना नॉट ट्रू फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग। सो यहाँ सब्जेक्ट इक्वल्स टू केमिस्ट्री है और केमिस्ट्री का अगर 90 है देन वी कैन से C इक्वल्स टू C+1। ओके, सो दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रोसीजर इज ओनली गिविंग द सब्जेक्ट नेम बेस्ड ऑन द मार्क्स। ओके
ओके सर, हाँ सर, समझ गया सर, थैंक यू सर।
ओके चलो
Sir, quiz1 first two questions will be data sets. Sir.
Yeah, first question will be data set. So you just need to tick either you have seen the data set, yes or no. Yes, click that. That's it.
Okay, sir. So the next TA session will be on Monday, sir.
Yeah, after the Monday. So if you have any doubt in mock, quiz one, if you feel any question was wrong, you can just mention there.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, chalo. So that's it from my side. Good night and all the best for quiz one qualifier. See you in the next session.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.